Your money, your move.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams.
This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
I just got to keep focusing on the fact that the right thing ultimately happened and not how we got there.
Friends, how many of us have them? Friends. If you don't rescind the red card, we will revoke your privileges from using United States of American stadiums.
Or I'll push the red button. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. A phrase I was not expecting to ever use in my lifetime, but here we are. We begin with the soccer.
Let's do that soccer. All my Brazilian fans.
That was a rough day for them yesterday. And not only that, they were getting very chippy at the end of the game. They were all kinds of annoyed. You got nobody to be ticked off at but yourselves.
And the ghost of Pele.
Oh,
listen, they got more titles than anybody, 5.
Yep.
They're a national brand.
Yep.
They got their ass sent home, man, by basically one of the Wayans brothers and white chicks. You haven't been seeing the memes? They put his face in the car.
Yeah. No, I know.
Oh man, you got to pull that up. It's the funniest thing because you really can't tell the difference between him and the actual character.
Here's what I know: the Norway team kicked their tails yesterday,
and they're taking over, man.
And listen, I know the Norway goalie was outstanding.
Is it who or Rue?
Sure. I'm not gonna.
Jameis Winston, man.
Do not ask me for pronunciations, okay?
Man,
don't do it.
I don't know how much practice Jameis is doing for, like, football, but, man, have you been seeing him?
He's killing it.
You see him with the Rue thing?
Yeah.
The costumes, he's a physical comedian. He's a regular comedian. Man, he was doing a Rue thing, just going around. He had, like, a bear thing, like it was, like, with no shirt on, and went around with the Vikings horn.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is another thing for Wemby to steal.
Listen, say whatever you want to say, all right? We're playing tonight, and the right thing happened. And I have to be honest.
The right thing happened the wrong way.
Exactly. I know that people won't believe this, but I swear to God it's true. It wouldn't matter who the president was. It would annoy me a little bit. It's kind of just like having my mommy call to me. Let me give you an example, okay? When I was in college, I wanted to go to study in L.A. for a semester. And my grades...
A whole semester?
Well, it was like a trimester. We had 3-month semesters, right? So, and there was a whole group of kids who were going to study. And my grades were 0.2 of a point short of what you needed them to be in order to qualify to go. But they didn't have enough kids to go, right? They had a couple of open spots. So they did not, at the school, bend the rules for me to be able to go. I had applied. I had come up short because my grades were 2 points short. I had terrible grades as a freshman. I got a 0.8 in my third term. I was paying for my sins.
So you're not like that no more?
Yeah. You know what happened? My mom called. My mom called the school. Now, I did not get into the program but I cannot tell you how annoyed I was that my mom called the school. I was so angry. It just is like, no, I get it. I'm bummed out that I missed out, but I don't want my mommy picking up the phone and calling and trying to make something happen.
She threatened that she was going to go on Sally Jesse Raphael or Donahue?
No, she wasn't going to do that. She was threatening the fact that we had paid full boat. You know, listen, my parents had done a great job in being able to save money for me to be able to go to college, and they were not. They were paying the full thing. And there's nobody to blame but me, because I put myself in the spot of leaving some doubt, right? Mm-hmm. But that aside, as bummed out as I was that I couldn't go, I don't want my mommy calling to try to bail me out. And I understand, and you may not believe it, whatever you believe, whichever you want. I couldn't give a damn less about who the president is at this point. If the president picks up the phone and calls FIFA, and this is an organization that has a reputation for being really corrupt, a reputation for being really corrupt.
Really corrupt.
So much so that the last guy who ran FIFA got run out for being corrupt, and he is now tweeting about how this is corrupt.
Yeah, man, I'm corrupt. Exactly. I would never do this.
Exactly. I'm sorry. While we got to the right thing and Balogun's playing, it does bother me how we got there.
We're the last host standing, man. The ratings have dropped significantly. All of us out. It's been entertaining, man. It's been fun. I mean, you look at how everybody's responding and how we love soccer and how we getting these international stars now, man. I mean, come on, man. Who's more popular than the 40-year-old? Why they keep saying 40-year-old? They don't even say his name.
Because he's 40. He's a 40-year-old goalie.
LeBron James about to do his thing at 42.
This dude ain't LeBron James, okay?
Right. He got 2 jobs. He's Superman.
Yes. He's got 2 jobs.
Or they'd have enough people to play to qualify in Cape Verde. Small place.
Listen, I don't know how you feel about all this stuff. I'm happy that the guy's playing. It kind of annoys me.
I want to hear from Belgium.
Oh, they're pissed.
That's what I
want.
They're
beyond pissed. Norway was ripping it. Belgium's pissed. Did you hear the quote from Belgium that it was, I did not realize, and they were translating it loosely, I did not realize that July 5th actually meant April 1st. In other words, it's April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Belgium was all kinds of annoyed. I don't blame them.
They should.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Listen, it doesn't matter. We all know the guy should be playing, okay? But when you go above and beyond and the president calls and it's after 3 days that you had to change it, I'm more than happy that the guy's playing. I'm more than happy that we have a chance now to take on Belgium at full strength. If the shoe was on the other foot, we would be screaming and yelling.
If the host city was Russia.
No, the host city was Belgium,
and Putin
we'd be upset.
If Putin called.
Is Putin really the way you want to go here?
I'm just saying, if we was in Russia, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, the optics of it doesn't look good.
The optics of it are horrible.
I mean, if it was any other team other than the
But we don't care about optics.
No. What I'm saying is if it was any other team other than the host city or country, would this have been changed?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whether it was host. I don't know whether it was where the most money is. I don't believe in the World Cup we are where the most money is in general if this was being played over in Europe.
Right, that's what I'm saying because we're the host city.
Listen, I don't doubt that that's a factor. Of course it is. Money is a factor with everything in sports, period, today, let alone these people. I mean, how big of a reputation for being corrupt can you be other than FIFA?
Yeah. I mean, if I was Belgium, as the manager or the
they're trying to lawyer up. They're trying to appeal now. Apparently, their appeal can be heard of the appeal. which there was never a reason to appeal in the first place.
Was it
never a mechanism to appeal in the first place.
Was it an injunction? Like
I don't know what the technical thing was.
Is it a FIFA judge?
FIFA's the one that suspended it. They suspended the suspension. Okay?
If I'm Belgium, I'm saying we prepared for a match without him to be able to prepare. It's unfair that he gets to play when we had to try and figure out who was his replacement, how he plays, and scout him. Now we're unprepared for the match. Forfeit or cancel.
All right, who is fill me in here, Tom. Listen, I'm not going to try to not plead ignorance on this whole thing, all right? Now, both of us, we're not going to sit here and tell you that we watch soccer all the time.
I play FIFA.
Okay.
I'm lying, too, on that, too.
Andy Davies is who, Tom?
He is an ESPN senior writer for soccer, and he is also a former referee that has officiated games out in the Premier League. So that's one of the top divisions of football in the world.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. This dude knows. Here's a couple of cuts from him on surprised at FIFA's decision to suspend the red card.
Very, because actually in the competition rule, you cannot appeal a red card. Therefore, FIFA have come out. Let's look at what they've done today. They've overturned a red card, which in their own competition rules you're not allowed to do. Once a red card has been issued, you automatically miss the next game. So they've come out and they've overturned the red card with no rationale, no explanation of why they've done this. They've hidden behind a regulation that is in their regulations of discipline, to be fair. However, they've not given any context or any rationale as to why they've come to this conclusion. And the optics don't look great. I don't think people really understand why and how they've got to this outcome, because a red card is a red card in the World Cup, and for some reason they've overturned that and not given a reason or rationale why, which has caused so much debate in the last 24 hours. FIFA have dangerously set themselves a precedent here, because if something was going to be overturned, normally in a normal football situation, a decision is overturned within 24 hours. This has taken, 3 days, I think, and they've finally come to a decision 24 hours before the USA play again. So the whole thing doesn't look great. The optics don't look great. And the fact that FIFA haven't given any rationale, any explanation as to why they've overturned it, it's just causing a big confusion. It doesn't feel right. The optics don't look great, and in terms, it doesn't add up to their actual competition rules in terms of overturning a red card offence. So I think FIFA owe it to the football world to actually come out and give an explanation and rationale as to how they've reached this outcome and how they've overturned the red card when in their own competition rules this isn't actually allowed.
Here's the explanation the president called. That's it. Here's the statement they actually put on their website. By operation of Article 27 FDC.
Article 27.
Yeah. The implementation of the automatic match suspension for USA player Balogun is suspended. So the suspension is suspended for a probationary period of 1 year, which we made up. That's double secret probation is basically what you just put him on. You're Dane Wormer.
I wonder if Balogun is still like appealing that, well, I guess he doesn't have to appeal. This stinks.
I need you here because I need your outrage here. I need you because and I don't need you to be outraged for us to not have the right result, because we have that. Why do we bother making rules in any of this crap?
I wonder if this is going to set a precedent where these can be they can be rescinded like a flagrant one. Right, but like that
in
basketball, where they can rescind it once they look at it and go over it.
But that's the thing. That's the problem, is that there was all the review that happened during the game, the VAR. They came away with that penalty called, and then after that, there is no mechanism whatsoever to appeal that.
Yeah.
So when you say there's no mechanism to appeal that, then that's what the rule is. So a few days later, when somebody picks up the phone because nothing was changed, and that guy is the president of the country that's hosting, it looks awful.
Yeah.
And I'm happy the guy's playing. Like I'm rooting for Team USA. Obviously I am. It's annoying. I would not want my daddy calling to get it fixed.
Yeah.
That's all.
And the thing is, it sets a precedent, right? Because I think they should put mechanisms and maybe something good can come out of this where you can challenge red cards. You can be able to
you
have a board that, even in real time, it goes to like how it goes to Secaucus for like the NBA, where it goes to people and they say no, downgrade it to a yellow card, and like a player can be eligible to return like in the second half or something if he got suspended in the first half. It has to be something like that because, I mean, you look at Norway's coach, like you said, like in the paper I'm looking, and the worst thing that can happen is if the American team, if the Americans win, because then they're going to say that, I wonder how this affects gambling too, right? I'm sure people put stuff in based on, thinking that their best player, somebody who has scored in every single match that the U.S. has played in, all of a sudden now he's back and he wasn't there before. What does that mean? How does Belgium feel? Like, can they protest? Can they refuse to step out on the court? Like, how long does the appeal to the appeal take?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming that, they're going to get their lawyers to put something in, but like, at the end of the day, I wonder, does this end up like Sorsby, where the outrage becomes so loud? Or is FIFA arrogant enough to just say, we don't care, we're FIFA, we do what we want to do?
Yeah, listen, I think at this point, to suggest that FIFA is arrogant and they're going to do what they want to do is kind of like saying I'm a little bit overweight. It would be the understatement of a lifetime. Now,
if this was Belgium and their best player was suspended and he came back for the game, I wonder how Americans would feel.
We'd be screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
We'd be screaming bloody murder if they played. Like, listen, there have been other things that happen. I guess Ronaldo leading up to in the qualifier.
Oh yeah, should have got a red card.
Yeah. Well, but even before this, in a qualifier before the World Cup, was supposed to be gone for like 2 games, and then that got pushed off.
Yeah.
And now this, like, it just.
I learned about that when Ghana and England was playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Look.
Because those would have been upgraded to red cards. See, it should work both ways. You should be able to put the review in and say, okay, no, this is a red card, upgrade it, and be able to rescind it as well.
Well, that aside for a moment, I am genuinely excited to watch this game tonight.
I feel like we have to.
Well, of course we do.
Like, I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like,
do you get nationalistic? Do you get that feeling that gets you fired up? Not necessarily just in this, but in anything, in the Olympics and all that stuff.
Only in the Olympics.
Only in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Black people.
That's helpful.
No, I really in the Olympics, the only thing I watch is track.
Okay.
I watch track. I don't really even watch Olympic basketball because we should be better than everybody in basketball. We created it. But, I'm just playing. But I watch the Olympics. I get national about the Olympics. I just want us to have the most gold medals and the most silvers, and then the bronze, who cares?
Yeah. And I got to be honest, I kind of feel stupid in yelling about outrage in soccer because I'm not somebody who can sit here and speak as intelligently as I need to about this. And I've tried to educate myself about the whole thing as much as I could the last couple of weeks.
Well, we traditionally have sucked as a country. I think the last time we hosted, we got sent out real early. I fall in love more with the women's soccer because they've been good. The men's soccer's been so bad for so long. This is symbolizing that we're catching up, kind of like how Europe is catching up with us in basketball. So I'm just excited to all the parties and stuff that goes on in the city, right? The energy in the city. Like you see the different countries and people. I think I saw one dude say he's when the World Cup's over, I forget where he was from, he's going to have been spent $40,000. I'm like, damn. And the people that stand in New York, they're like, I spent $8,000, $10,000. I'm staying with family, but I'm here. I wonder what the numbers would be just in New York alone as far as what it's done to the economy. So I love that. Everybody's happy. Everybody's nice. I've hosted 2 watch parties.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course you have. You did one with the Jets, too.
Yeah.
And then, but like all the stories about people coming here and enjoying themselves, like I haven't heard many bad stories about anybody really having a rough time.
Yeah, people making out, man. Like people listen, this is when normal people can treat the World Cup like they are in Olympics Park, right? Because all these watch parties and different women and different men from different countries, the locals and the people who are here visiting are loving it. They're mixing up. They're dating. Like usually it's the athletes that's in what do they call it? Olympic
Village.
Olympic Village.
Yep.
This is like a big ass Olympic Village.
Well, for the people, because the people are going all over the country.
Yeah.
And they're discovering things like Buc-ee's. Yeah. And they're discovering, Waffle House and all these places. Like, I wonder what it's like to go with a Belgian to Waffle House. Like, what's that like? That's something I would want to do.
You call this a waffle, I call it a disgrace.
Exactly.
Too much sodium.
Does it have to be is a Belgian cream waffle have to be a thick waffle? Because the Waffle House waffles are very thin waffles.
Huh.
I wonder if that's the case.
I don't know what makes a Belgian waffle Belgian waffle.
Tom, what makes a Belgian? You know what? Put it on the poll. What makes a Belgian waffle a Belgian waffle?
And what makes Swiss cheese?
And it ain't the holes. Because I think the cheese in Switzerland, I don't think has holes.
Cheese. Right.
I don't think they have holes in it.
I think somebody was just trying to save money. It's like when you get that White Castle burger and they got the 4 holes in it. Like, man, this is like a half ounce of meat, man.
Serve me up the old screw job. That's what you're doing. Don't try to tell me you're not shortchanging me when I know what's going on.
You go to France, like, can I get some French fries? What do you mean?
A couple of comments here on the ESPN New York YouTube chat. Ronaldo's card and same rule exception are slightly different. It didn't happen the night before a game, and it was reduced from 3 games to 1. That's fair, but the point is,
did he serve the 1?
But why did it happen? Because it was Ronaldo.
Yeah.
That's why it happened.
Exactly.
They were not going to. It was reduced from 3 games to 1 because they were not going to allow those 2 games to carry over into the World Cup.
Yeah, that's why he didn't get the red card when they were playing the other day. Listen.
Say what you will about the NFL, okay?
Life's not fair.
No. Listen, we all know life's not fair, okay? Say what you will about the NFL. At least the NFL, they could have just tossed it aside because it was Tom Brady. They went, to the wall to get Tom Brady in a scandal that really, when you look back, was it a massive scandal? To me, and I had talked to people at the league at the time, if he had just come forward at that first press conference and said, I like the footballs when the weather's bad to be at the lowest legal limit. My guys know that. If the number was below the legal limit, that's on me. It would have been a $25,000 fine and the whole thing would have blown over. But because he made such a big deal about it, the league was forced to go after it.
Yeah, PR was just bad on that. But, they did,
Well, the point is, at least the league went after their poster boy.
That's because they didn't during Spygate. We will never see those tapes.
No, of course not.
They got burnt, acid washed. We will never see that video. So
Wembanyama, same thing in the finals.
Of course.
Wembanyama was never getting suspended.
Stevie Wonder saw that. He was like, nope.
None of that was ever I got to hear from you guys on this. Lines are open now at 800-919-3776. How fired up are you for the game?
Where's the watch party? Where's the watch parties at?
I don't know where the watch party is.
I've never heard
I don't think we have one today.
I've heard about all the.
They're all over the place.
No, but I've heard about all the Brazilian watch party, right? You look at there was that Nebula, right? The club Nebula, right? Like you look at the Central Park and all that type of stuff, watch parties. It's been for all other countries.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of a USA
I'm sure they're
watch
having
party.
them all over the city. Like I don't know where. I haven't paid attention to where watch parties are for this.
I tell you what, wherever the watch party is, if it's outside, it's going to be a wet T-shirt contest. Man, what the hell is going on with this weather?
We're getting rain all week, dude. All week. That's what's going on. It's Bart and Carlin. The lines are open at 800-919-3776. How into this are you? How nationalistic are you? Are you annoyed at kind of how the whole process played out? Or is just, hey, doesn't matter. Guys playing. That's it. 800-919-3776. We are just getting started. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. And again, just to be clear, not making this, it's hard not to do this. Doesn't matter who the president was. It would annoy me if it was any president, because to me, it's like having your daddy call to get it fixed. That's the problem. And when the law, I'm a letter of the law guy in these instances. Of course, it's a terrible, terrible rule, and it never should have been called in the first place. But when there's no process for appeal, you have to live with what the outcome is on that front. 800-919-3776. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
The World's Game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payouts so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pregame, straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the World's Game. Don't miss your shot at an early win with 2-up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals, regardless of the final outcome of the match. Make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply.
Good morning. Alternate side parking rules in effect. Still seeing some down trees and wires from the weekend storms. 21 South is still closed at Ackerman Ave and Clifton. Accident investigation. New Jersey Transit, Morrison, Essex, and Gladstone branches still suspended with limited service on the Morrison Essex line between Summit and Penn Station, New York. Raritan Valley line suspended between High Bridge and Annandale with ongoing repair work. Watch for flooding on 3 eastbound at the Garden State Parkway. Stop and go traffic Route 1 north at Route 18. With an accident still being cleared, the Sprain northbound closed, getting up toward 100C into Greenberg with a serious collision there. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino and Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino and Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite Back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino and Associates. We win a lot.
Fans arrive early at Yankee Stadium on Saturday, August 8th for the 78th Annual Old Timers Day presented by Fresh Direct. See Yankees legends put on the pinstripes again and take the field at Yankee Stadium. Relive memories of your favorite former Yankees and make new memories with your family. After the Old Timers Day ceremony and game conclude, stick around to see your Bronx Bombers take on Atlanta. Get your Saturday, August 8th Old Timers Day tickets presented by Fresh Direct at Yankees.com/tickets today.
This is the Michael K. Show.
I'm not quite sure how you blame Boone for this, and how do you blame Cashman for it? Could anybody have actually predicted that Aaron Judge was going to get hurt and be out 3 months? He's incredibly important to this team. But I will tell you this, you should be upset. They're playing like garbage right now, because as bad as the injuries are, they shouldn't be this bad, because they are bad on an embarrassing level now.
The Michael K. Show, weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube. Presented by the Parisman Firm.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates, real solutions for real people.
I have such a bad association with this song too, and I know. Listen, I get it. It's great and all that. It's just it's a PTSD thing because at one time I got stuck in traffic outside the West Virginia, about a mile and a half from the West Virginia Stadium. I'm not exaggerating this. Okay, it was 95 degrees. I was in the back of a cab, and there was. Let me finish. Here's the thing. I had to go to West Virginia for Rutgers was playing West Virginia, okay? And it was 90. I flew in that morning. I had to return a rental car to the airport in Morgantown. And I took a cab, which, is a Country Squire station wagon somebody was driving. It's not a formal cab. It's an informal cab where you call somebody, I got a cab. Here I go.
It's a jitney.
Yeah, basically. But point being, about a mile away from the stadium, I got stuck in traffic at this one red light. And over next to the red light, we had the window open because the air conditioning in the cab's not working at 95 degrees. I look over to my left, and I swear to God I am not exaggerating when I tell you this. There was a guy who rivaled me at the time in terms of weight, which would have put him around 3 1/4, with jeans, suspenders, no shirt.
Yeah.
With a karaoke machine singing that song on a loop. Singing that song on a loop. I heard it straight for 25 minutes.
Was he in the shade?
No. He was cooking like a sausage.
He going to have the suspender straps like
oh, yeah. No. If he even moved them, it was pure white right down the center. That's absolutely what it was.
Yo, West Virginia, man. Ugh. I have to drive through there to go to Baltimore. Yeesh.
Listen, there are places all over New York, New Jersey that feel like outposts.
You know how they talk about places that have been like this island is virtually untouched. West Virginia is basically untouched. It's probably like the same that it used to be, like in 1980.
But listen, we're going to use that song to celebrate. Great, awesome. I got no problem. I'm excited for us to play. I'm excited for us to win. And you know what I want? As a sports talk show host, I just told John, I want Balogun to score the game winner with about 10 seconds left in extra time. That's it. That's what I want. I want everybody in the world pissed off. I want us advancing. I want a week's worth of talk before the freaking All-Star game hits, and then we got nothing. That's what I want. I've been gifted the Knicks. Give me more.
Then I want Balogun to come up to the mic. I want to thank Birthright of Citizenship. I wouldn't be here without it. I'd like to thank everybody.
You just want to see carnage. That's all you want to see. Let's go. 800-919-3776. Your take on all of this and how fired up you are for watching this as well. How into the World Cup are you right now? I know it sounds like kind of a weird, strange question because we're all into it. But are we really? Because this is something that happens once every 4 years, and that's when we get into it.
You know what we find out? I wonder what jersey sales are.
Oh, I'm sure they're off the hook.
But I would.
I mean, I saw Jordan was here, and he's a huge soccer fan.
Yeah.
He was wearing a Pulisic jersey the other day. The Christian Pulisic from the U.S.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder just how many, because I feel like we have more foreign fans as far as like people want a Ronaldo, people want a Messi. Like, how many people are like how popular is it becoming? Because a World Cup it's a kid that's sitting in his living room with his parents, and they're getting caught up in this whole World Cup thing, and it's like, oh, America's pretty good. I wonder how many future stars is this World Cup providing America for the future of American? Because the reason why America isn't better in soccer is because our best athletes play other sports. I wonder how many people are starting to say, I want my kid to play soccer, And that usually,
I think that's been happening a lot more over the last 7-8 years because of everything with football getting as
well. But soccer is something that we put our kids in just because it's an easy sport. If our kids isn't an athlete, they can't understand anything. They understand kicking the ball the other way. It's like, I never seen offsides called in Little League soccer but that soccer and softball off the tee is kind of like what you put your kids in. I wonder how many people are seriously saying, I'm going to get the training for my kid to be a great soccer player. I'm going to put him in camps, that type of stuff.
800-919-3776. Just John on the chat. Excellent point. Can the president call the NFL and get the Jets in the playoffs? Woody Johnson's his buddy. He was an ambassador.
Exactly.
That'll help.
Geez.
Bill in Jersey. You want to show him? You want to impress me? Do that.
Can he call Arch and say, "Hey, man, it'd be a good thing. We're going to go ahead and let the Jets get the first pick."
Bill in Jersey is going to start us off on ESPN New York. Bill, what's going on, buddy boy?
Hey, so, totally jokingly, I don't really believe it, but I could honestly, just like a training day scenario, you got the president saying, hey, I got dirt on you guys, I'm running cases on you. FIFA is known to be corrupt. But
I'm pinning
very
cases on
jokingly, the president could be very petty, and I could honestly have thoughts of him doing research on these guys and looking for under the table.
Let me ask you a question.
Just hold it over their heads.
Does FIFA even strike you as an organization that cares that they have a reputation for being corrupt?
No,
they don't care in the least. What do you got? Pfft, fine, you got it. Go nuts.
On a side note, the questions about the country road thing, I've been trying to convince my wife to go to Europe for an Oktoberfest. For some reason, and it's going back years. They sing Country Road at Oktoberfest. I don't know why, but that's another,
listen. It's
another thing altogether.
I don't know why either, but it's a great song. I mean, it's obviously an all-time classic song. I just don't particularly care for it because of that one issue that I had.
I would vote for Sweet Home Alabama.
I don't
Sweet Home Alabama.
I don't know. Al in Jersey is next.
Who sings that?
That would be Leonard Skinner. Al in Jersey next. ESPN New York. Al, what's up?
Man, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just have to say this is sacrilegious. This kid should not be playing. You don't do this in soccer. I come from a Nigerian heritage, followed soccer all my life. This is literally going to put the entire world against that American team.
Well, we don't need help finding anybody to hate us as it is.
I feel
we
like
can do that all on our own.
I feel like they like us now. I feel like World Cup is making them like American culture, man.
I don't know. You have to understand how sacred this is. A red card is a red card. There have been like best players, like known players who've fallen victim to this, and they've had to accept this. There was a part of me that was literally like, this is even a family argument yesterday, saying that if I were Balogun, I'd consider saying no.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I don't want to play.
No. Here's the thing.
But he can't do that.
No. Here's why, Al.
He can't do that.
Al can't do it.
Al, tell me this, Al.
Can't do that.
Tell me this, Al. If he didn't play and if the red card was upheld, or if he decides to say he doesn't want to play because he doesn't want to, any special treatment, would this make American soccer empathetic, or would the sympathetic figure, like where people think that we done wrong and do the reverse of what you said that the rescinding of the red card has done?
No, then you're making the whole thing about you.
If you know what it'll do, if anything, it'll say we understand and appreciate the integrity of the game.
No, no, it won't.
That's really what it comes down to.
No, what'll happen is it'll become all about him at that.
Al's a soccer fan,
but
he knows these things.
If Balogun does that, all he does is make the entire thing about himself, and that pisses off everybody here. That pisses off everybody on the team that he has a responsibility to play with. They're saying you can play. It's not up to you to determine whether you can play or not.
Who does he play for outside of the World Cup?
I have no idea. Who does Balogun play for outside of the World Cup, Tom? If we could look that, see,
we
don't know.
This just like Joel Embiid.
Monaco.
See, this like Joel Embiid.
Don't ask questions on the air that we don't know the answers to, please.
Just like Joel Embiid playing for USA when he's from Cameroon. You know what I'm saying? He got to go back there, man. He got to live over there after this.
No, my point is, like, if you do that, all you're doing is if you were a teammate of his and they told you could play and you're like, no, you know what? It's not right. I'm not playing. How would you feel? You'd be pissed off at him.
I mean, I'm assuming that those players from other countries that make up the American USA team, I'm sure they know the history as well.
Meaning
that they know that this is unprecedented.
It is unprecedented. That's the problem.
And, like, these guys play for other teams, so what if they go back to their individual clubs and they're hated?
But it's not their fault.
Yeah, but
all they do is go and play. Like, they're not
not
cheating.
It's like how people hate the Cowboys.
Yeah, but they're not cheating. Like, all they're doing is abiding by what's told to them from FIFA. They say, no, they didn't do it themselves.
Yeah, but they're being cheated on behalf of.
Well, but again, they didn't ask for it.
But they're being cheated in behalf of. And then it even worse if they go out and get their ass kicked.
Look, I agree.
If they go out and lose, this is going to be bad.
Well,
even if they go out and win, it's going to be worse.
If they win, it'll be worse. And if they win because of him,
right? It better be somebody else that score.
If they win, the guy scored like every game.
Every goal, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know who exactly we're expecting besides Pulisic to really step up and be a huge difference maker like that. But at the same time, I can't for the life of me.
Somebody take him out.
Again, I don't think any player is going to look at him like it's your fault. It's not. Any player who was put in that position would be out there playing.
I wonder, this is what I wonder. Did the USA team reach out to Trump to ask him to intervene?
I don't think so.
That would be the bigger.
Do you think anybody actually reached out to him? Maybe somebody got in his ear and he got in FIFA's ear because obviously FIFA has a good relationship with him. They gave him that peace prize, whatever that thing was. They obviously respect him.
They gave him a World Cup gold medal.
They gave him an award that they just made up to give to him. That's, again, it doesn't matter who the guy is.
Right.
The fact that you picked up the phone and had Daddy call, if you ask Daddy to call, that's on you too. Now, if I'm the player, I don't think Balogun called Trump and said, hey, I need to be out there.
I've been done wrong.
No, I think it's maybe somebody from the team did. Maybe somebody from Soccer Federation did. Who knows? All I know is if they tell the guy that he can play, he's got to go out there and play.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, because we're going to be criticized, so you might as well come out here and do your thing, man.
800-919-3776. Your take on Balogun playing in this game, how fired up you are for this game tonight, 8 o'clock against Belgium, games in Seattle. And then if they win, they would play the winner of Spain-Portugal Friday, 3 p.m., SoFi Stadium, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And you're probably wondering why.
Oh, well, Portugal already won?
No, it's Spain or Portugal.
Okay.
The winner of that game.
Ain't that funny? They like to say that's like a Haiti and Dominican Republic. Like it's basically
that they're playing. Country. I mean, listen, that's got to be a massive rivalry. That's going to be
they got to hate each other.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. And and what's his head's involved there too. Ronaldo's involved there too.
What's our little Spanish dudes that used to play for the brothers?
I don't know.
From the Lakers.
From the Lakers?
Gasol.
Okay.
I don't know nobody from
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877-CARS4KIDS to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877-CARS4KIDS to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
David Stearns won't say it, but this is his fault. This is all on him. This is all about the roster. You have the president of player personnel now leading the show to evaluate what the heck's wrong with this roster. Right now, with the target directly at his chest, is David Stearns. And what happens moving forward is all about whether he stays or goes.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Weekdays at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
There are a million reasons to love New York. Making your budget stretch isn't one of them. According to an independent study, Amazon prices average 14% lower than other retailers. Get food, fashion, furniture, and more shipped straight to your building. That's how Prime members have saved over $2 billion on grocery and household items. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Refresh your yard this summer with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. Choose your power starting at $99 with tools from trusted names like Ryobi and Milwaukee. From backyard get-togethers to end-of-summer upgrades, 4th of July savings on cordless tools deliver the power and mobility to keep up with every job without slowing you down. Power on the go is here, and summer projects are easier than ever with the Home Depot. While supplies last, see store or online for details.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
We're America, baby. We don't have to play by the damn rules. We just pull in the call. America was built on the hookup. I know somebody that knows somebody. That's all it's all about. Hey, man, say hello to the bad guy. So what? Instead of being an empathetic figure, America wants to be the bad guy. Yeah, we called in a favor. Listen, you either put our guy back out there, rescind that red card, or we shutting it down. We shutting it down. And we called in the code red. You damn straight we did.
Listen, I'm not surprised that it happened.
Just keep it real.
I'm not surprised that it happened. I'm not surprised that it happened at all. All I'm saying is that I personally hate the fact that this is what we're down to now. Now we're down to getting our political figures involved because an injustice was done to us. An injustice in a soccer tournament.
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
The world's watching, baby.
Please.
The
world hates us already. They're going to only hate us more.
Listen, Canada couldn't do it. Mexico couldn't do it. Guess who's the last North American country standing? America. You damn straight. And all we got to do is go one game farther than them, and we the best in North America. Matter of fact, we might take Vancouver, and we might take Toronto. It's American countries now.
David and Elizabeth.
We can't get Greenland.
You forgot about Greenland.
We can't get Greenland. We're gonna take Vancouver, and we're gonna take Toronto.
What's up, D? It was good seeing you the other day.
Yes, sir. It was beautiful seeing you. And why is your partner saying it like coming to America? Hey, Hakeem, where are we going? America.
Queens.
Yo, Bart, man. The Queens. So anyway, gentlemen, the beach bash was beautiful. It was good seeing all you guys. It was good, hanging out. I mean, the weather was terrible, but one of the highlights, besides my man Chef coming out there drippy, because you definitely did your thing, Chef.
Oh, quite drippy. In fact, quite sweaty. I've never seen anyone in my life sweat through a straw hat, and yet I did it like it was nothing. I did it like I was drinking a glass of water.
I was okay.
I thought I was okay,
in the shade.
And then I took my hat off.
Shout out Boost for the orange creamsicles. They look orange, but they ain't taste orange. They was cool though.
What do they taste like? I didn't have one.
It tastes like orange drink.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Chef, you know what you missed? You missed Bart arguing with this drunk guy about linebackers.
No, I didn't miss it.
All you hear is he's like, he's not better than Arvell Reese.
Yeah.
Yo, I recorded the whole thing. Yo.
Yeah, the guy was a Steelers fan, and he said,
"No, not that dude. There was another dude on the side. It was an idiot. He was trying to tell me that the Giants can't stop anybody up the middle." I was like, they brought in Edmonds, and Arvell Reese is going to be the inside linebacker. He's a DN. I say, man, what did he play in Ohio State? He's a DN. I say, you know what, dog? Yeah, you're right. They brought him in to replace Burns and Carter. Like, you idiot.
All the people around him was like, either he's drunk or high. He's already drunk, though.
The guy that was screaming about the Steelers and Lamar Jackson, I thought we were going to have to get him removed.
Yeah,
because he was being an ass.
Dude was too young to have
he was wild.
a 2X bowling shirt on.
He looked at you. He said the Ravens will never be better than the Steelers. And I looked right at him. I was down in front, and I said, "Yeah, they will." And I'm a Steelers fan. You dope.
That's like, man, bro. Some guys.
Real quick for y'all, let me go, gentlemen. Right? I can see how that call went with Trump. Hey, this is Donald. If you don't want any shiesty remixes, you're gonna let my guy play. Let's make America great again.
Oh, you already know. He's like, man, we got pictures of what you did in Miami.
I don't think anybody has any shame about anything anymore. Like, can you really blackmail anyone anymore? Do people even care the way it is? Like, in FIFA, it would strike me that they're just shameless at this point, right? They don't hide the fact that they got rid of Qatar, the hottest country in the world, got the World Cup. How did that happen?
They're gonna have hydration breaks.
And Fox is gonna make an extra $500 million from it.
I tell you what, man. Like, you ain't lying. Listen, it's gonna be interesting, man. Like, I can't wait to see the game today, man. I think it's gonna be more eyes on this game than any other game. Not just because it's America. I'm talking about globally around the world, because I feel like it's got to be a lot of countries. We know Norway, who they're rooting for. It seems like Norway will want to play America, right? Mm-hmm. You will want the easier team to win. You want the upset so you can have an easier path to the finals. But nah, they outraged as well.
Norway went nuts on it. And listen, I understand why people are going nuts on it. It's just, it's in the moment we're changing the rules. And if this went against us, we would all be sitting here screaming bloody murder.
Norway better shut up before we make their next match, make them relocate to Kansas City.
We
let them thrive in New York, have fun.
Every guy on that team looks like Noah Syndergaard. Every guy.
Yeah.
Everyone. Like, if you told me Noah Syndergaard was in goal Or was the other guy out there scoring yesterday? I would have been like, oh, yeah. That's it.
Nora Syndergaard and Boomer Esiason.
Now they're better looking than Boomer.
A Boomer back in the day. It's a color blonde that they have.
Yeah, no. He's certainly Nordic. Anyway.
He's Nordic. I think he is Nordic.
He is Nordic.
Yeah. That's why I said that.
I don't particularly care. Paul in Stanford is up next.
Shout out Norman, man. That was my guy for a while.
That was my guy for a while. Paul in Stanford.
Guys,
what's up, Paul?
I have a few things. What's up? I have a few things to say. See, let's agree to disagree that the call, because I believe the call was merited, but, I can see the other side also. But the part that's annoying, see, FIFA has always been a corrupted organization.
Yep.
Okay, let's make no bones. This is not the first time they pull stuff like that. Even their high-ups were arrested recently. Okay? But what bothers me, okay, and I don't want to make this political, but what bothers me is the fact that this country is fighting a birthright, and Balogun was born in Brooklyn on a technicality. His mother was not allowed to fly back to England because of the pregnancy. So she had to stay 4 months, have the baby. So now he's allowed to play for the United States on the birthright citizenship that this president was fighting about.
It's nuanced,
so
man.
Make that make sense.
That don't count. We need him.
Make that make sense.
Bart just count.
It doesn't count.
We need him.
We need him. So, it's okay. We give him an exemption. We give him an exemption. Athletes always get special treatment.
That's annoying. See, one other thing, right? They're fighting to get Haitians off with CPS. But however, Haiti, 500 soldiers of Haitian soldiers fought in 1779 in Savannah to help this country get their independence.
Paul, listen, Paul, I can't go down the road of who fought when in 1779 about what. I get it, okay? It has nothing to do with this. What this is just daddy calling in and calling the league officials and saying, my son should be playing. That's what this is. And if I were the son, I'd be annoyed about it. If I were the team, I'd be annoyed about it. But listen, as far as I know, the team asked him to do it. They might have. Ultimately, what do we know? Ultimately, athletes only care about winning and losing. They don't care about how they got there. They don't care in the least about how they got there.
Is it any athlete in the history that would say, no, I'm good?
No.
Maybe Muhammad Ali.
Maybe.
That's it. That's a high bar. That's the highest bar is Muhammad Ali.
Koufax didn't pitch on the Jewish high holy days. I don't know. But, Bart, athletes? Let me ask you just flat out. Would you?
Yeah, he probably think that it's validated. Yeah, I don't like it, but it's still right.
My thing is with the athletes, that guy can't sit out. It's not up to you. It's not up to you whether you play or not in that spot. It's not. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Listen up. Fanatics Fest returns to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th for 4 days of nonstop action right in the middle of the biggest sports weekend of the summer. See more than 500 athletes and celebrities, including Aaron Judge, Kevin Durant, Jalen Brunson, Jay-Z, Travis Scott, and hundreds more. All at the world's #1 sports fan festival. Tickets are on sale now. Grab yours before they're gone at fanaticsfest.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Buster Olney, Aaron Judge made some comments about the team, little lack of focus. How much do you think, should this continue, would reflect on the manager?
Booney is trying to find ways to get these guys going. When Aaron Judge chooses to speak like that, that says something about what he's seeing on a daily basis.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2. New York.
Boy, it's getting 9 out of 10, dude. 9 out of 10 now with the Yankees. 9 out of 10. What are we doing?
It can't hit.
Bart, they have 47 hits in the last 10 games. 47 hits in the last 10 games. So that's less than 5 a game. We've lost 9 of 10, 11 of 14. They have 20 errors in their last 15 games. They have allowed 29 earned runs during that stretch, and they have been outscored 91-47 over their last 17 games. Rodon's on the IL. Jazz Chisholm yesterday.
My toe.
Gets picked off after he hurt his toe, apparently, but had nothing to do with the fact that he was still putting the stupid glove on between first and second base. And Aaron Boone saying afterward, well, the pitch clock, we don't have time to get those things on. We need more. Stop it. Oh, my God. The Yankees are just looking for all kinds of excuses here, and now you're going to Tampa Bay. You're already, 4.5 back of Tampa at the moment, and you got them for the next few days. This could open up again, and then we turn it into a mess in the second half if you don't get this straightened out immediately.
And help isn't coming to middle of August, maybe September, so you got maybe, 40 days of this? I don't know.
Excuse me, 4 out, not 4.5. Tom wants to make sure that the Yankees are not short at a half game.
All that stuff you said, I love what you were talking about, the errors and, the lack of run scoring. All you had to say is they lost their first series to the Twins in 14 years.
That's a great point. I mean, it's the first time they've lost at home to the Twins since 2012 or 2014, whatever the hell it was.
Any Yankee fan,
the Twins.
Any Yankee fan understands what the hell that means. We're their daddy. You talk about the stock that Aaron Rodgers owns in Soldier Field. You could say that the Yankees own that same stock against the Twins, and they're in the funk. The good thing is they're still winning, right? They're still in second place. They still have they're still, how many games above 500 are they at?
I believe they're 9 up. Are they 49-40? Is that correct? Yeah.
Right.
Are you sure, Tom? Am I right about that too? Look at me. I'm a little chippy right now. I'm a little chippy. I'm a little annoyed right now about all of it. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, you got Slittler coming up, right? You hope he can bounce back from his last outing, right? you can directly affect that lead. You know, they can play well. They just have to do the little things, and that's what Judge was talking about, the lack of attention to detail when you don't have the margin for error that you normally get when you have Judge or you got Stanton in the lineup. So now they got to figure it out. They got to be cleaner in fielding the ball, better defense. They got to pitch better. They haven't pitched well either, right? We talk about, you know, their lack of run production. They haven't pitched well either. So
no, they haven't.
So you know, and that's what's the crazy part, because you talk about the rotation and we keep talking about, hey man, make a trade for Struble, and they're saying, oh, we don't need any pitching. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Rodon just went down.
Somebody's always going to be hurt.
What's his head isn't back at least until mid-August. It feels like Fried, even though all the things are headed in the right direction. You don't know when Judge and Stanton are back. You're hoping they're back for the last month of the year.
And you don't know how they're back. When they get back, you don't know how getting in rhythm, catching back up, seeing the ball well, seeing pitches well.
I'm one of the dopes that's sitting here 10 days ago saying, it's the American League. This league stinks. And it does. It does stink. And they very well may be in a position to win it anyway. But that doesn't make me feel good about going forward.
But if you're losing, what does that say about you? If the American League stinks, you're getting your ass kicked in, what does that say about you right now?
That's a great point.
It says that you stink right now, too. Now, we know that you're going to get help. You know, essentially, like getting Judge back and Stanton back is like having a trade. But, you know, you still can't put too much on their shoulders when they get back. Right, we saw Lindor. Lindor starting to come back around since coming back from injury. But, you know, guys coming back from injury, especially something that's a core issue, I mean, you have to be ultra careful with that, man, because cartilage in the ribs, fractured ribs, that stuff takes forever to heal.
You cannot it's one small tweak, and that thing is in all kinds of pain again.
Is he sliding?
Is he doing anything? Like, what can he possibly do when he comes back? Like, all of that is very concerning. Buster was on this morning. He was on with Jordan and Dan in for Rick and Dave, speaking to the Yankees issues.
I mean, I think the concerns are legit. This is not just a blip. This is something that I think they're going to need to address because of the fact not only are they not playing well now with the offense struggling. Paul Goldschmidt, it felt like when he was doing really great, like, boy, that's a bonus. You didn't necessarily count on a, older first baseman getting it done, but he is slumped. 0 for his last 22. Cody Bellinger, he's a great player, but he's also a streaky player. He goes up and down. And it has felt like in the last couple of weeks that, yes, the Yankees with that Aaron Judge are a very different team. We knew that for the 5 years previously, previous to this one. And now that he's actually out of the lineup, you've seen the problems. And here's the problem. Neither Judge nor Stanton is going to be back anytime soon. Like, if you told me that Aaron Judge would be back in the lineup by, mid-August, that to me would be a jump start. That would be a shocker he'd be back that soon. I think he's going to be out a while. And then you have Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to be out until August. That when he had that setback recently, that was not a minor thing. So what you have now with this group of players, they have to figure it out. That I think that desperate times, desperate measures, you got to make a deal now.
Look, I think there's 100% that makes more sense than sitting around and waiting for it to happen. It's just, what does that look like? Who is that guy? I mean, I would continue to push Skubal, even though you might not think he's the answer. But why wouldn't I at least add another thing that I know is a given? Skubal's a given. He's great. He's going to come here, and he's going to be great. Huh?
He's young, too.
Yeah. He's going to – whether or not he even re-sign him at the end of the year, he's going to come here, and he's going to be great. And if you give him any kind of run support, you're going to be in better shape. I don't care what you perceive your weaknesses to be. Like,
you know what they're going to say, what people are going to say? What are we giving up for? How many of our prospects? What are we doing?
Yeah, I know what they're going to say. When do you people stop getting caught up in that crap? Like, I'm so done with the prospect talk. I'm so done with the prospect talk. Bart, how many prospects pan out? 30%?
Probably 25, 30%.
25 or 30%? Maybe 40? Maybe? And by pan out, I mean good major league players. 40%? Maybe. That means 6 out of 10 times. It's like a batting average, okay? If you hit 40% of the time, you're doing a great job.
Tell me this. Who are, Littler, who are the young prospects that we waited forever for that came up.
Well, Jason Dominguez. Jason Dominguez was supposed to be amazing. This guy stinks.
The Martian.
Yes. If ever there was a guy that I heard for years about how they would never trade Jason Dominguez, and he was the next great player, and that was when he was 16.
Clint Frazier, Florial.
All those guys. You can go
back. The Kraken.
You can go back and look at all of them.
Not Gleyber Torres. Who's the other? Andujar.
Andujar. I mean, that dude was Rookie of the Year. They wouldn't trade him.
I had high hopes for Andujar.
Well, listen, he was Rookie of the Year. They wouldn't trade him. I get it all. I understand all of it. But when do we stop getting caught up in that and actually start focusing on the guys who can help us right now? Like George Lombard Jr., the shortstop, may be unbelievable. That's great. What are the chances that he definitively works out in the big leagues? 4 out of 10?
We don't know. I mean,
exactly.
Dominguez, I'm about at my wit's end with him.
I can't watch him play.
Him and Alvarez is kind of like two of like, maybe just.
It's a great point on the Mets side.
Maybe this isn't.
Alvarez supposed to be great.
We keep waiting for him to be great.
Last year gets sent down because he's so bad. Comes back up. Looks like he's starting to have it figured out. And then now he can't hit again. I mean, what am I supposed to continue to put my chips all in one, or my eggs all in one basket, waiting for guys to come up and be great? And some of them have. Judge came up, and he's turned into the best player in the sport. How often does it happen? Get me the guys who can do something now.
Give me the guys that already got called up from some other side and proved that they can play and handle the big leagues.
And
let somebody else develop them.
When does winning now matter? If not now, when?
That's the whole thing with Judge, man. Every year we talk about a 6'8" guy, man. How does that this year? It's a rip. We saw that with LeBron. LeBron never got injured. And then last 3 years, these little nagging injuries. We don't know what a 6'8" guy going into his mid-30s, how that ages and how that develops. You got to go all in. Like, if not now, I mean, the Dodgers ain't going to do nothing but just keep acquiring talent. You got to go all in and match. You got to meet force with force. And if Scrooge was somebody that can help you win a close series with those guys, because he can, when you're not hitting, he can protect your batters by making sure that he keeps his ERA down. Why not do that? Like, why? Is this a guy that's going to be going? We watched the Cubs do that with Chapman. They didn't know that they didn't re-sign him. He came back to the Yankees, right?
Yep.
Why wouldn't you stack the deck that way? Because clearly you aren't going to do what the Dodgers do by signing people and just to massive contracts. So you got to try and cherry pick. Give us some prospects. Is Gruber going to be a rental? We don't know. But if you get a championship, do you even care?
No.
It's been 16 years.
What are we waiting for? And we keep sitting here talking about how bad the league is. When do you actually respond in kind to that? I don't have a doubt that the Yankees will go do some things to help get better, but like middle-of-the-road relievers.
I told you how they do it, man.
A right-handed hitting catcher.
They go.
Supposed to get me excited?
They go for the half-off prices, man, the discount prices.
Ray, you're a Yankee fan here. How are you feeling about all this right now? Before I get to the irrational Tom, I would at least like somebody who would just lay it out a little bit rationally to me right now.
I'm not overly worried because it's a product of injuries and guys playing out of position.
But do you worry about them being back in time?
No, because I think they can still make they have to get back to at least being a 500 type of team, and then they'll be in the playoffs. And then when the guys come back, then it just matters about how they perform in the playoffs.
Thomas, where's your concern level?
I think at this point, you were around 15 games over 500 about a week ago. And now you're under that threshold. So now I think the panic starts to set in, at least in the very slightest. It's like, all right, now it's still a blessing to be over this compared to many of the teams across Major League Baseball. I will admit, it's very selfish for a Yankee fan to feel that way. But you still have to wonder, even if you take second place in the American League East, say you still have that path to the American League, it's the same thing that happens every single year with this team. It's Groundhog Day. It never changes. And that's why I'm mostly concerned, is because I'm going to see the same thing happen this year. Maybe they make it to the World Series. Maybe they get bashed by the Dodgers. That's going to be the same thing. They're not good enough to get over the hump. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. Every team struggles, but it always happens around this time of year for the Yankees, and it always seems terrible.
I don't know how you're supposed to feel great about where it's all headed. Like, I know that we said a week ago that this feels like it's going to be a lot of what the Knicks' second half of the season felt like. You knew they were going to be a top 3 or 4 seed, and you were just kind of cruising toward the postseason, and that's all that was going to matter. And in the end, that is all that mattered. And hopefully that's the same case here with the Yankees. But we talked about a bad Eastern Conference. We're talking about a bad American League right now. Is it all going to work out the same way? I mean, the Yankees certainly have more injuries to deal with more than the Knicks did at that point.
Yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, who's I don't worry about the injuries now as long as they healed up and they get back at the right time. I'd much rather somebody be injured during the middle of the season than to get injured at the end because the team takes longer to adjust. I just wonder, like, what is Cashman's long-term goal? Like, and it can't be just to win the American League. How do you win a championship? I mean, we saw Toronto last year on the cusp. They just had to win one game. They outplayed the more talented team. You don't have to be the more talented team, all the time, especially in baseball. You just have to be the more talented time when the series comes. Right?
Are you legit at a worry concern level yet?
No, I'm not concerned. I'm not even worried because I know no matter what, they'll get to the postseason, right? I'm worried that this is what we see. Like, I wonder if they're the Buffalo Bills. I wonder if they're just one of these teams that are going to have, good to great regular seasons and find different ways to come up short in the postseason.
Right now, it feels like they're having great regular seasons and doing what you said, coming up short. And
they're coming up short the same way.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I can see if they lose.
It's exactly what I was about to say.
See if they can lose a different way, man. Like, can we lose because we hit too much and our pitching sucked, or can we lose because our hitting? But like, I don't. It's the same thing. They get to the postseason, they can't hit. It's like rinse and repeat.
Which is why, like, I don't mind attacking it a different way and adding another great starter, because why can't teams hit in the postseason? Great pitching.
Yeah, whenever it's a great player available, I don't care what the position is, and you can get him. If you're the Yankees, you should get him.
Tito is in Cortland, New York. He is up on ESPN New York. Tito, what's going on?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Sunny Cortland?
I'm doing well. It's Cortland, New York, where the Jets used to be.
Yep.
What do you got?
Yep. It's getting increasingly frustrating to watch these Yankees. I feel like the standard of excellence has dropped tremendously. I think this team has become just okay with making the playoffs. We don't stand a chance against the Dodgers. And I think a lot of their problem is their development. They're not developing good players on a consistent basis. So why don't they use the money they have to go get some guys? And what I think they should do right now is go get Rafael Devers and Luis Ariz. Send Anthony Volpe and Jason Dominguez to AAA where they should be.
Give me Devers, baby.
These guys were brought up. These guys were brought up prematurely. Let's be real. Like, we should be moving like we're desperate now to win a World Series. Once Aaron Judge is gone, we may not win a championship in the next 50 years. What do you guys think about that?
I think getting Rafael Devers.
I've been talking about Devers, man. Give me the problem child, baby.
You can have him.
Give me the problem child.
Seriously.
We know he's a PT player.
They've done okay with, quote unquote, I'm not saying he's problematic, but quote unquote problematic players, like problematic personalities. You know what I mean? Like, they brought Josh Donaldson in a couple years ago. They were able to do it with him. I think they have enough culture. Like, we need guys that can hit because they have not shown the ability to hit. Move Ben Rice to catcher. Like, shake it up a bit. Do something.
Again, the Ben Rice to catcher thing, he hasn't caught all year. I know that's something that people are going to talk about because you need to get as many of your best bats in the lineup as you can. That's going to be a problem, and they keep resisting that they're going to do that at this point. Because does that take away from what your good pitching can do?
True. But I think if not now, when? Because, like, we're not in the playoffs yet. We're going to make the playoffs. Like, I'm not concerned about that. But, again, championship. When is that going to be at the forefront?
I don't disagree with that. Like, I completely agree that championship needs to be at the forefront. And the Yankees, I believe that they operate that way. And I believe that when they see the opportunity like this year that they do, that they will, in fact, act accordingly. But what does that look like? Does that look like doing something big, or does that look like getting middle-of-the-road guys again who may be able to help for depth in the bullpen?
Nah, give me some big guys, man. I need some big guys. I mean, Rafael Devers, despite what – sometimes a player that's kind of been on the outskirts and then they get sent to like baseball Siberia, like bringing them back, giving them a chance, kind of re-engages them.
I'm just looking at Devers' numbers this year and the splits in like high leverage situations, right? The games that the moments they call important.
Yeah, he's not motivated though out there.
It's been okay.
They almost tried to cut him, right? For something that they said he refused to do something, and he did.
Well, it was something with the Giants. It was first of all, before he got traded from the Red Sox, it was I'm not going to go play first base or I'm not going to go play third or whatever it was. Then when he gets to the Giants, it's still the same thing. And then it is last week when he was at first base after he walked and they tried to pinch run for him and he was trying to wave him off. And now apparently.
But he had a back injury, right?
Well, he said that the reason that he thought that they were trying to run for him is that he had a hamstring issue. But he was saying his hamstring was fine. But they were just running for him to begin with. So, look, whether or not Devers is healthy when it comes to running, I'm not all that worried about. Could he help the Yankees? I suppose. He's a decent performer playoff-wise in his career. He feels like a headache that you don't necessarily need to bring in here.
That's what you got the cap for, baby.
That's what you have Judge for?
Yeah, that's what the cap's for. Bro, I had to deal with Santonio Holmes, Braylon Edwards, Chris Jenkins, who's bipolar, Chris McAllister, John Jones.
You had your share.
That's what the job is. You know what? They set Santonio Holmes right next to me. His locker's right next to mine.
And I'm sure that was no accident.
Exactly.
But how are you supposed? But look how that ended. And it's not. And I'm not. I don't blame you.
It was great for 2 years.
Okay. But inevitably it flamed out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But they gave him $50 million before it flamed out, which means he was on his best behavior for 2 years.
That's a fair point. And then, he's shirtless on Instagram with some Cristal. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Have you reached that level of concern yet on the Yankees that maybe you need to? Because so far, it is really starting to feel like it's getting a little bit more concerning's not the word. Grim's not the word either.
I think Yankee fans are checked out.
We're just getting a little tight.
I think Yankee fans check out during this time of year.
I don't disagree with that.
Because they already know. They're like, man, listen, I think Yankee fans, for the most part, they want to take their kids to the game because it's like the cheapest time of the year to take their kids to the game. Kids are always available. I think they're going to look up, say, holler at me after the trade deadline. Outside of that, Yankee fans are hanging out, going down to the shore, going to the Hamptons, going on vacation. The Yankees this is the perfect time for the Yankees if they're going to do what they're doing. Because nobody cares. The Yankee fans aren't concerned. Tom, are you concerned? No, he's not concerned.
Tom?
I do have a level of concern right now.
Okay, from 1 to 10.
Right now, I'd probably sit around a 4, I would say.
That's not concerned, Tom.
You're not even north of 5. You're not even north of half.
Right, you're not even halfway. So you're not concerned.
So not being halfway isn't a level of concern? There's a little concern there.
It's below halfway. What you mean?
Yeah, you lose 2 more games, and guess what? That's going to become a 5 or a 6. The closer you get to 500, I'll raise a point each game that they get there.
Here's where you have a problem. You go down there and get your tail kicked this week. then you got a problem. You got a major problem on your hands.
Yeah,
because then you're 7 games out before you blink.
Yeah, and then we're probably going to raise that concern level probably to a 7.
This is 3 or 4? This is 3, correct?
With the Rays?
Yeah, I believe it's 3.
It's 4. It's 4. It's 4.
It's 4?
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
Okay.
They're 4 back.
No. I'm talking about how many game series this is.
Oh.
I believe it's a 3-game
series. It is a 4-game series.
Oh, it is a 4-game series.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then they get the Nats.
Yeah. And the Nats, who, by the way, haven't been terrible either.
No, they're like a game above 500.
They're hitting the tar out of the ball.
Got great offense.
Yes. C.J. Abrams has been unbelievable this year. Anyway, point being, I am absolutely paying attention to what's going on, and I can't believe I'm at that point when I look at this from where you were a few weeks ago. And it was down, you go in the tank, to way back up and streaking again, to way back down, and now it's 11 of 14. Now, here's a little bit of the Jazz Chisholm from yesterday. This is about his toe.
Sometimes it comes back, a little bit of throbbing and stuff in there, but when you kind of aggravate it kind of hurts, and you don't move the same a little bit sometimes.
And that's why you got picked off? Not because you were messing around with your glove?
I know exactly what he's talking about. Some days I just wake up, my toe just aches for no reason. Or sometimes it's just swollen in a joint. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like it's nothing to do with nothing, right? You don't know until like you wake up and you try and push off. It's like, today it's achy.
Problem for Jazz is he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Not at all. I mean, maybe he needs to go back to, it was all fun and games when he had the lollipop, man. Y'all taking his swag away.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. So Balogun is playing. We hear from the head coach of Team USA, and whether or not this was the right thing to happen, we'll explain in moments on ESPN New York.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. What's your level of concern for the Yankees after they drop their weekend series to the Twins? And will the U.S. advance to the quarterfinals of the World Cup tonight?
I think FIFA owe it to the football world to actually come out and give an explanation and rationale as to how they've reached this outcome and how they've overturned the red card when in their own competition rules this isn't actually allowed.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. 21 and over, visiting President New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-HOPE-NY. Text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
When care matters most, Experience matters more. The Allure Group is redefining rehabilitation and long-term care across New York with 6 convenient locations. Their expert clinicians create personalized care plans to help you recover, rebuild, and get back to what matters most. From short-term rehab to long-term care, Allure is committed to comfort, dignity, and results. To learn more, visit allurecare.com. The Allure Group, where care meets compassion.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you have saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's Gusto.com. Gusto.com.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
My friends, New York, you need to hear this. This summer, all lines lead to Champs Sports Fan Central Station. It's a soccer pop-up shop open right in the heart of the city. 125 West 33rd Street. This is the soccer destination in New York. Jerseys for every national team you ride with. USA, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and way more, all under one roof, even though Mexico and Brazil at the door. If you want to gear up, rep your country, feel the energy of the city, Champ Sports Fan Central Station, 125 West 33rd Street. That's where you need to be. And for all of you Knicks fans, they have championship gear to celebrate your team's first title in 53 years. It's Champ Sports Fan Central Station. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can chime in with your comments. We've been talking a lot about Balogun and the soccer today, and the fact that Balogun is now playing tonight. U.S.-Belgium, 8 o'clock tonight from Seattle on Fox, 800-919-3776. Right now, though, audio files for Tom Bauer.
The audio file.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah, Tom.
All right, well, let's start off with the red card being suspended for Flo Balogun. And who better to ask about it than his head coach, Mauricio Pochettino. He's happy to see that his star player won't be missing more time.
We were punished enough against Bosnia-Herzegovina to play with 10 men, 30 minutes in a decision that was complete unfair. But it's not only because I am the head coach of the USMNT national team, I need to defend my side. It's only because I think it's a 100% or 99% because always some people, 99.9% that we all, agree that was an unfair red card.
Look, of course it was. Of course it was. I'm glad that we're here. I'm glad we're at the point where the guy's playing. I just don't love how we got here.
Yeah, the optics just doesn't look good. I mean, it's ultimately the right decision. Like you said, they got the red card. They played, with 10 men, and that's usually suspension enough. Usually when, like when Jalen Carter spit in Dak Prescott's face, he didn't get suspended for the next game because he missed basically the whole game.
It was basically the first play.
Yeah. So, it was similar to that, right? And it's basically saying, why are we being punished for 2 games when it's a questionable with the red card? But you got to understand the world and the perception of how they view America. This plays right per the course.
Yeah.
Things don't go America's way. They use their might, their influence to change the decision that nobody else could have got that decision changed anywhere else in any other country.
I'll put it to you this way. Let's just say that the games were being played in England, okay? And they made this decision in favor of the U.S. Our players in England would be getting booed off the field. They would be getting absolutely hammered. And again, we'd be going nuts if the shoe was on the other foot. Next.
Absolutely.
Would it be a cleat, not the other foot? Or a shoe, rather?
Actually, a boot. It's a boot.
A boot.
Right.
Yeah, we got to
not a boot like Canada's about. A boot, like an actual. That's what they call it, the golden boot. It's how to win the thing.
The boot in the bum.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody, for having to listen to this conversation right now.
You started it, Tom.
Yeah, I know I did, and I regret that. Oh! How'd that Family Feud go the other day? Because I heard positive reviews about that.
That was. We'll get to it in a minute. Go ahead.
All right. So let's continue on with audio files here, and let's talk some New York Yankees for a little while. So we already heard from Jazz Chisholm once about his toe. Now he wants to say, you know what, guys, we need to turn things around.
It's baseball. It happens, Just got to keep going. It sucks, but just got to push through it and keep going. We got to get to the playoffs and win the championship.
Yeah, I don't know about if you're going to win a championship or not, but first, to get to the playoffs, you guys probably need to make some additions at the deadline. And two of our leading analysts here at ESPN, Jeff Passan and Buster Olney, each weigh in on how the Yankees should probably approach things. We'll start with Jeff. He was on ESPN Radio. Who should the Yankees target?
Tarek Skubal. That's the one that every contender, frankly, should be shopping for at this point. And because the American League is as mediocre as it is, the 39-50 Detroit Tigers still feel like they have an opportunity at a playoff spot right now. And that is a wild thing to consider. But if you look at the standings, they are still just 6 games back of the wild card. The problem is they've been in that same vicinity, and they're just kind of treading water at this point when they need to go on a run here.
Detroit treads water the best when it comes to sports. So, at any rate, Buster Olney. Yeah, I know that was mean, but that's okay.
The reason why they treading because the Yankees couldn't beat them.
So that means Detroit has to suck?
Yeah. Wow.
At any rate, I'll move on.
Wow, you just caught a little side eye from Bart. I would not want that side eye.
I'm just saying, man.
Look, again, I bring these things upon myself because I'm a mean-spirited person deep on the inside. I smile a lot, but inside I have a very, very mean soul.
By the way, you did come the other. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get ridiculed for when I arrived, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So Buster Olney, he was on with DiPietro and Rothenberg this morning. Dan Grassa and Jordan Renan in for them. And Buster had a different take about who the Yankees should look to acquire at the deadline, and one caller already brought up that name earlier.
When the Yankees, when they're right, by the end of the year, they're going to be okay in the rotation, I think. To me, the glaring need is in the lineup. And the perfect guy, I think, right now is Luis Ariz of the San Francisco Giants. You can call the Giants today and make a deal. And this is one of the issues at this time of the year. There are not many declared sellers. I can sit here and other folks can sit and speculate on who might be available when it comes to July 31st. But as of today, there are just not a lot of teams out there saying, hey, we're willing to trade. And Buster Posey is the head of baseball operations for the Giants, made that call, 2 weeks ago, where he called other teams, said, we'll take offers on everybody other than Logan Webb and other than Bryce Eldridge and some of their young guys. Who's actually out there? And the thing about Ariz, I always have thought this guy is perfect for the Yankees lineup.
Listen, he's a terrific hitter. And the only thing I wonder is, are you playing him at second base? What are you doing with Jazz? Or are you going to try to move him over to third, and we're going to have more guys playing out of position? How are we going to do that exactly? I don't hate the idea. I think Luis Ariz could definitely help them. But how exactly are you handling it from there?
He only had 4 home runs. He's a pepper sprayer.
No, yeah, listen, he's a good hitter. He's one of those guys who's going to make contact. He's kind of a rarity today.
Ground ball hitter?
Just not even ground ball, more line drive. Not going to hit the ball out of the ballpark. But he's going to get on base because he's a good hitter, period. He's not a guy that's going to strike out a ton.
Tom out at T-ball.
Right, Tom at T-ball. How many times has he struck out this year? Let me take a look here real quick.
Luis Ariz, I'm going to guess 18.
Luis Ariz this year has struck out 15 times.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and, listen, he's hitting 326. He's well over 800 with his OPS. He can... And it's not just, we've seen him be consistent with his batting average over his career. I mean, he's won batting titles, for Pete's sake. So I would not hate that at all. But it's just, okay, how about Jazz? What's going on there? Or are you going to try to play a rise at third base? How many times? I have to look to see how much. I know he's played some third.
Yeah,
I don't know how much he's played.
Put him at second. Chaz is used to playing somewhere else.
So Buster did speak about this morning. That he said that if they were to acquire Luis Arraez, it would, like you guys have been saying, it would be Jazz who would be moving all over the place. They would kind of slot him wherever the Yankees would need him.
Yeah, I mean, in his career, he's played first. He hasn't played third base a lot. He's played 73 games at third base. He's played 420 at second. And at first base, he's played 257. You're not going to play him at first. So, anyway. All right, Tom, go ahead.
All right, so one more for you guys right now. So, by the way, I'm going to proceed this by saying the Mets have made a trade.
What?
Today.
What?
Oh, you're going to hate me for this.
Can't wait.
For using the can't wait? We're going to hate that?
Well, yeah. And
because it's going to be a nothing trade.
Well, you don't know that.
What's the trade then, Tom? Please break the news then.
Let me read you the roster.
What do you got?
The Mets have acquired right-handed pitcher Matt Seelinger.
I hate you.
From the Detroit Tigers in exchange for cash considerations.
I hate you.
I
hate you.
Well, I know you hate me. That's okay. But this leads me into this next cut from Buster Olney this morning, and it pertains to David Stearns. We're a week out from the firing of Carlos Mendoza. We've had David Stearns speak about the future. We know what Steve Cohen has said, and Buster Olney kind of elaborates on the situation. It says, yeah, Mets fans, this isn't a bluff. He really is safe for now.
Cohen is behind Stearns. That what he said in that interview is how he's feeling. However, I think a month ago or 6 weeks ago when I started lobbying for Cohen to say, look, if you're going to keep David Stearns, say it out loud. Tell reporters. Give the vote of confidence. The thought that I got from one executive was it costs nothing to give a vote of confidence because guess what? If you change your mind, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not like someone can arrest you, put you in jail if you give a vote of confidence and a month later you change your mind. The Mets did that with Carlos Mendoza. We got the vote of confidence. He's our guy. And a month later, he's fired. Cohen can still do that. That's why I think these next few weeks, even though they're not going to matter competitively in the standings, make the playoffs, not make the playoffs, what's going to matter a lot is what sort of effort you get from the group of players and what are you seeing from the team.
See, I disagree with Buster there. I think that when Cohen said it as definitively as he did the other day and talked about, no, we're going to see this contract through and all that, that at least gave him next year. At least gave him next year. Because he spoke very definitively about Stearns.
Yeah, it depends on how next. Yeah, I think he has at least a year. I mean, he's not going to go back on. Like he said, who would take the job?
He doesn't want it to be a rotating, basically a carousel in that job. And I don't blame him. Like, if that job looks like it's going to be, well, you could go there and you can make a lot of money very quickly, but you're probably going to lose your job within 3 years. Who wants to take that?
Right.
Unless they're just in it for the money grab. Could be. Could be people who are in it for the money grab. Could be people who haven't gotten an opportunity to be a GM other places or who haven't been very good.
I'm just interested to,
it's not a good crop.
Who's going to be the next manager? That's when I'm it's oddly enough, man, watching that game. Bottom of the ninth. You like, are you kidding me, man?
Oh my God!
I'm like, is it this hard? Is it this hard?
Just you got a 5-run, 6-run lead. Just wrap it up. Get us the hell out of here.
I was at the gym and I went and did my set, turned back around, down 2. Like, what the hell? What's
10-8?
Like, what the hell I missed?
Oh, just a grand slam. That's what it was.
Are you?
And then in the ninth inning, even making it more interesting, there, Brazaban is just, God, that was bad. That was bad. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Balogun's playing for the U.S. tonight, but is that a good thing? We'll explain on ESPN New York.
The World's Game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payouts so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pregame, straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. Don't miss your shot at an early win with 2-up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals, regardless of the final outcome of the match. Make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply.
This is the Michael K. Show.
I'm not quite sure how you blame Boone for this, and how do you blame Cashman for it? Could anybody have actually predicted that Aaron Judge was going to get hurt and be out 3 months? He's incredibly important to this team. But I will tell you this, you should be upset. They're playing like garbage right now, because as bad as the injuries are, they shouldn't be this bad, because they are bad on an embarrassing level now.
The Michael K. Show, weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube. Presented by the Parisman Firm.
There are a million reasons to love New York. Making your budget stretch isn't one of them. According to an independent study, Amazon prices average 14% lower than other retailers. Get food, fashion, furniture, and more shipped straight to your building. That's how Prime members have saved over $2 billion on grocery and household items. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils bring intensity on the ice, Viking Pest Control brings the same level of protection to your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. The season may be over, but pests are always in play. So it's time to lock in your off-season defense. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the Devils, Viking delivers 45 years of trusted experience to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, mosquitoes, and more out of your zone. And when you bundle pest control mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. So, first of all, thank you to everybody who came out the other day to the Beach Bash, because it was sweltering. Oh, my God. I got there, and Dave was complaining, shocker, within seconds of me seeing him. And he was standing over near, they had like one of those misters underneath a tent. So Dave is kind of standing in that vicinity. I walk in and he looks at me and goes, it's hot. It's really hot out here. It's really hot. And I'm like, it's hot. It's not that bad. 20 minutes later, I look up and my fedora, Bruno Mars fedora, is sweated all the way through. Oh, my God.
I need a dude to go collect the money from the mob.
You could not have been more right about the undershirt.
Yeah.
But even that didn't even really stand a chance.
But it gave you, at least when it get wet, it's not, your regular shirt's not sticking to you like glue.
Right. And it doesn't look like it's a complete disaster. It doesn't look like I just got out of the pool.
Yes.
Which is basically how I felt.
I felt cool. I was kind of cool. Because shout out to Boost for having like the cooling station.
Yep.
They kept giving me like cold rags, and then they have popsicles.
Mm-hmm.
They made me a player card. They took the picture. And then
the soccer cards.
Yeah, they do like anime.
The Boost Mobile guys,
right? The AI, yeah. So shout out to them. I think his name's Pierce, I think.
I did not get one made because I did not want to see my head on the player of a soccer body. Like, again, Pez dispenser. Who needs to see that?
Yo, it'd be all head.
See, but you showed me that card, and like you look like you could be a soccer player.
Yeah, it was dope.
I put my head on that card, it ain't happening.
I tried to get into the game in MetLife, and nah.
I'm just imagining like trying to shrink my head even more. Next thing you know, I look like Beetlejuice.
Yo, yeah, shout out to everybody that came out, man. Like, then I went underneath in the back, and they had the fans on. It was cool underneath the bar. You just had to be strategic about your shade. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kicked me out of the what was we playing? Family Feud.
When they kicked you out, you showed up late.
No, soon as y'all started, I pulled up.
Yes,
but
you showed up late.
But I think what happened is that would have gave them one more player because it was 3-3.
Well, somebody could have used the help because you were barking the right answer at the very end.
They won't listen
the entire time, and nobody's listening.
They won't
when
listen.
You said name the sport that you feel like you could jump in professionally right now and have success in, and the last answer that nobody had was pickleball.
I kept saying,
and you kept saying it the whole time.
Really?
Wow, that's Tom. That's Tom right
there. No, that
there.
was everybody at the Beach Bash. Bart was on the right side.
I hate you guys. Yeah, I was on the right side, and I thought I was on their team.
So they had me hosting it. And listen, I like hosting these things because I secretly have always wanted to be a game show host.
Who was your favorite growing up? Who's the one that used to kiss every person in the mouth?
That's Richard Dawson.
Yeah, see, I was like, yo, bro, first of all, you just get that bum bump on your lip.
Yeah. Well, Dawson
mwah.
wasn't shy.
He didn't care, man.
He did not care.
He might have been the first person to kiss a black person on screen.
My guy
He's tongue up anybody.
Yeah, he really would.
And then he pat him on the ass.
Yeah. No, he was basically groping them on screen.
Like, bro, like, you ain't even hiding. I can only imagine what you do when you call him to your office.
My guy was Barker. Bob Barker's, absolutely. Now, especially after Happy Gilmore.
Now, did you see Barker when he was young? Because every time I think about Barker, it's always been the white hair.
I remember him with brownish hair.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember. And he was still coloring it back then, too.
Okay.
But I remember him with that. Yeah, that was
I remember just white hair. Now we got to watch Drew Carey do it.
Yeah, it's not like the 80s. But, like, Barker's my guy. And absolutely. So I did Beer Money on SNY.
Yep.
I hosted the Beat the Booth thing on SNY. And then we did some of this. Yeah, I've done some other game show stuff. I think it's just fun. And it's got to be the greatest job on the planet because you do like 100 shows in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then you get the hell out of Dodge for 4 months.
I didn't realize that until I went and did Family Feud, and then like Steve Harvey was shooting like 6 shows.
Yes, like the whole thing, right? He's shooting like 6 shows a day.
And it only take like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
he change his clothes and come back out.
Yeah, change your tie, change your pants, change your suit. You're out.
It's crazy.
Well, I mean, I got into it.
Oh my God!
What are some of these cuts?
Bang!
Who did I give the Mike Breen bang to? I don't know who that was.
Y'all was playing for a long time. I went down, got a popsicle, got a card made, and came back. Y'all was still playing.
I know. It felt like it was going on for a while.
Oh, my Lord!
Wow, I really got fired up, huh?
He started it.
Me and Don with an evil laugh. Listen, but we had fun. But the thing I would ask questions about is this. On Friday, you and I are doing the show.
Yep.
Tom, are you coming? Tom, are you coming? Tom lives down the shore. Tom, are you coming? Tom gets off of work at 3 p.m. Is this accurate? I believe that's accurate. 3 p.m.
Took me about an hour. How long did it take you to get
Took me almost 2 hours. It was. I mean, it's the Thursday. The next day's the holiday, the national holiday. Everybody's headed down the Jersey Shore. I expected that. Yeah. Tom, how long did it take you to get down there? Like, what was your plan of attack? Did you drive to work that day and you were going to go straight there?
No, I took my typical plan of attack for how I usually get into work. Which
so you took the bus?
I took the bus in, which takes a while on Fridays, and that would have taken a while regardless, even if I were by car.
So how long did it take you? You left here at 3?
I left here at 3. I got on a bus around between 3:30 and 3:45 because my bus was late.
Right.
And then from there, it took a little over an hour to get back to where I parked, and then I have to drive a half hour to my house just to
a half hour to your house from the bus.
That's right.
Holy crap.
Why didn't you just come?
You just drive all the way in that day.
Well, I had to drop my stuff off, and I also had to run to the bathroom, so I stopped at home because it's on the way.
Who knew you were living the Selma life?
6:15 you got there?
Yeah, that's about when I walked up.
That was right around when I was leaving. How did I miss you?
Which is very
because I looked up later that night and I see pictures of Tom on Instagram. I'm like, did we Photoshop him in to sit next to Ray? That's what it looked like for a second.
That's a great comment.
I feel like I left at 6:45.
We got the green light to depart because of the heat.
Yeah.
So, but you were hanging in the back though with everybody, where the bar was.
Then I came back.
Yeah,
then I got back on the stage. That's when I got in an argument with the Pittsburgh dude.
Oh God, that guy was just a drunken fool.
It was the other dude.
I really
Arvell Reese wasn't an inside linebacker.
It's not great when I have the instinct to want to do something, but you not that I'm going to punch the guy or anything, but it's just
he was all
you just want to go over to him and tell him, sit down, Junior, before you hurt yourself.
Yeah, what's the drink thing he was drinking? Who was our drink sponsor?
Was it Spiked Aid?
Yeah, Spiked Aid. He was juiced up on the Spiked Aid.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I thought that guy had it coming.
Yeah, I experienced my first physical talker, too.
Physical talker?
With hand gestures?
No, dude, no. I'm not talking about somebody that's hearing impaired. They talk, they touch, they ha-ha. Like, I was like, dog, man.
You talking about sign language?
No, the dude hit you like when they talk, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. I was like, he must have hit me at least 12 times.
Yeah. There's a lot of people who do that.
I'm like, bro, man, if you don't get your big meat hooks, little fat dude too, man. I'm like, bro. You know what? And then you're like, I was like, come on, man.
Hey, I got to say, though, for the people that made the trip and stood in that heat and watched those shows, God, thank you. And thank you for continuing to listen to us and hang with us all the time, because it was fun the other day, and it was not an easy circumstance to have fun in. DiPietro was out there taking his shots, even though he was lit up on painkillers, I think.
Straight opiums.
Yeah.
Opioid. I tell you what, he did a good job. I watched, but everybody was shooting down the middle.
Yeah,
he didn't have to move much.
No, he didn't. It was almost like he told him to do that. Hey,
DiPietro!
Yeah, I didn't hear that a whole lot when he played. Anyway, you get the point. He did a nice job. Everybody did a good job the other day.
Yeah.
Just everybody on our crew, we're all complaining about the heat. Hey, guys, can we just lighten up a little bit, please? We're out here, we're having fun.
I really wasn't hot.
I know you weren't. You're not a complainer.
Yeah, I was fine.
You're not a complainer. You got a lot of complaints.
I was finding the shadows.
I'm a complainer sometimes.
Yeah.
But in that spot, all right, guys, we get it. It's hot. We all got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Let's get through it.
The cold rags, man, the popsicles.
It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. What's your level of concern for the Yankees after they drop their weekend series to the Twins? And will the U.S. advance to the quarterfinals of the World Cup tonight?
I think FIFA owe it to the football world to actually come out and give an explanation and rationale as to how they've reached this outcome and how they've overturned the red card when in their own competition rules this isn't actually allowed.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Tickets are on sale now at fanaticsfest.com as Fanatics Fest NYC returns to the Javits Center on Thursday, July 16th through the 19th. The world's #1 sports fan festival puts you where sports, collecting, culture, and entertainment collide. See stars like Tom Brady, Aaron Judge, Jalen Brunson, and hundreds more, including live panels and podcasts, exclusive merch, and Fanatics games with $2 million in prizes. Go to fanaticsfest.com to get your tickets today.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Congratulations to the New York Knicks. They are the 2026 NBA champions. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2, New York.
Noon on ESPN New York. Bart and Carlin right here with you at the ESPN New York YouTube channel where you can go, you can comment, you can be a part of the show at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Just quickly, somebody checking in. Did Canty ever pay off that car bet he had years ago with you, or did he weasel out of it?
I let him donate to my charity. I should have took the Bentley.
It was his Bentley, right?
Versus my Ferrari.
Right. What was the bet?
The Jets would win a certain amount of games.
Okay.
And they won the amount that I said.
So you didn't take his Bentley?
No, I took it. Yeah.
So there you go, John Drummond. See, you got to make him pay. Got to make him pay. You really, letting him off the hook there.
I tell you what, man. I feel like if we're going to call in favors, we need to call in a lot of favors. I want Belgium to get a red card in the first 20 minutes and have to play with 10. If we're going to do it, let's do it. Let's do it, baby. We America.
I saw a great tweet last night. First of all, by the way, noon, which of course means what exactly?
It's the power hour.
thought you were going to reload.
No, I can't. Once I'm there, it's if I come too hard, it's a wrap. I got what I got.
There was a tremendous tweet last night from our buddy Kevin Clark. This is Football Podcast, Omaha Productions, and ESPN. You see him all the time. Put out a great tweet. And by the way, Belgium, and it's a picture, and it says, special guest referee, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, let's just go all the way then.
Right,
at that
exactly.
point.
Kurt Angle. he refereed with his
you suck.
He refereed with his Olympic medal on.
Let's just go that far with it as we have to. Look, I get it, and I'm excited that we get a chance to see a full complement of the U.S. team tonight with Balogun playing, but I just don't love how we got here.
I don't like the optics.
And it doesn't have anything to do with who the president is. It wouldn't matter who the president was. I used this example earlier. When I was in college, I wanted to go and study a semester in Los Angeles. We had a program for it. And my grades weren't good enough because I screwed up as a freshman, and I came up 0.2 of a point short. I think you had to have like a 3.0 or like a 2.5, and I had like a 2.3 because that first year.
I like how Chris see what he did, Tom.
Yeah, no,
you had to have like a 4.0, and I was 2 points off.
No, it was like you had to have like a 2.5, and I had like a 2.3 because when my freshman year,
yeah,
I got a 0.8 one term.
What year was this too?
What actual year? Like
around
1991.
Oh,
1991.
You'd have been in L.A. in 1991.
Yeah, it was. You know when it was?
Was that the year that OJ?
You know what it turned out? No, that was 94. As it turned out, it was the time that L.A. had that massive earthquake. I would have been there for that. But anyway,
they'd have blamed you.
Probably. I mean, big guy walking down the street.
Was 91? Was that when Rodney King? Was that Rodney King? So what else?
No, that was.
Did Rodney King get beat up before or after OJ got away?
It was before.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Definitely before. I don't know what year Rodney King was. I think it was 91, 92?
91. He said 91.
Maybe it was 91.
You'd have been out there in the riots, man. You could have got free TVs and stuff. You see Carlin running down the street with a basket, with a shopping cart. Well, what was the big thing back then? You would have had a
couple of VCRs.
You had
old Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
I don't even think Super Nintendo was out yet. The old Nintendo was out.
Oh,
because my buddy had it. My buddy on our floor had a Nintendo.
Running down the street with a Commodore 64.
Oh, look, I got a Macintosh. But anyway, point being, I came up 0.2 of a point short, but they didn't have enough people to fill out the whole thing.
So you should be able to go.
Right, that's where you would think. But I still wasn't because they had a thing. I didn't meet up to it. You know, it just those are the rules.
The rules are the rules.
Rules are the rules. My mom called and tried to get me in. And more than anything, that just ticked me off. Like, I don't want my mom calling and trying to get me into anything like that. Absolutely not. And that's what this feels like. Feels like daddy called, and then all of a sudden, oh, you know what? We'll change the rule that we could never change before because there was no way to appeal this before this.
After deliberation. Like you said, like the caller said in the first hour, you know, people could make us even more hateable. I think for the most part, America and, you know, all the host cities have been doing a tremendous job in just teaching them American culture and realizing that we aren't who visits their country, right? Meaning that we're not the arrogant, self-indulging, you know, rude people. Not most of us that comes over and visits them. Those are the elites that got the ability to have a summer vacation that can bring their kids there. Like, that's not the majority of people here are just like them. You know what I mean? Just struggling, trying to get by and just, you know, living day to day. And I think they're really enjoying our culture. I mean, Buc-ee's, Costco's, Wawa.
But it's been a great story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been. I think
there's all positivity about our country through this.
This has been, I think, the greatest commercial that we can have because, you know, because they see on BBC and, you know, the news outlets, you know, we're doing this, we're doing that, how divided we are here. Then they come over here like, man, these people are nice. They're inviting. Like, all you got to do is walk in New York, Times Square, and just see how, like, they're acculturating and learning how we live our daily lives and how much fun summer in New York can be.
Listen, it has been a very, very much a feel-good event across the board.
Yeah.
Like, you have not heard very many negative things that have happened, and I'm sure there's been some negative things, but the positive has all outweighed the negative for sure, at least in what's been reported so far. And we're not exactly the most popular folks around the planet these days anyway.
Yeah.
And this, to me, doesn't help us, but you know what? It wouldn't matter to me if whoever the president was who was doing this, it would annoy me. But again, if U.S. Soccer, like, if you're the players, all you can do is follow the laws of what happened and follow the rules and what they tell you.
Right.
And so, like, we've had people call up and say Balogun himself shouldn't play. No, that's crap. Of course he should play. They tell you can play. You go out there and you play because you got a responsibility to your teammates to go play.
Yeah, it feels like if we win, we lose. If we lose, we lose. Because they're going to say, see, ball, like as Rasheed Wallace would say, ball don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
So like, hey, see, you shouldn't have been here anyway. You step up in class and, we're the better team. We're the last North American country that's alive, man. Nobody else made it past this round. Like
Mexico gets absolutely hammered by it's only a 3-2 final, but they were getting beat up pretty good by the UK yesterday, by England.
Did you see what Mexico was doing to them? The fans the night before, like shooting off fireworks, and they had a band out there.
Oh, yeah. Doing everything they could to make sure they didn't sleep well.
You got to get England out there as soon as possible, man. Somebody might say, I'm sick of this.
Well, they held on for dear life, and they won. Harry Kane, the whole thing.
It would have been
that's the extent of my brilliant analysis there. Harry Kane, the whole thing.
Yeah, it would have been equivalent to somebody leaning over. 25 more minutes plus 25. Like, what? Plus 25? You want to make it out of this country? Yeah, plus 25. Put it on the clock, man.
A couple of the comments coming in. Jason Smith, Carlin looted a Neo Geo system from Radio Shack.
You got that double cassette player, man.
Yeah, OMG, that's hilarious. Chris stealing TVs. I see. Here's the thing. Back then, couldn't steal a TV. They were heavy as hell. They didn't even have the flat screen TVs that weighed 400 pounds yet.
And they wasn't even balanced. You know
I wasn't taking TVs out of there. I might be taking the dual cassette deck.
Because it wasn't a
maybe a CD player,
a Walkman. But we were still in Walkmans then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're still on Walkman. Like we're probably still on like.
It's like
I think we had barely gotten CD players that were Walkman at that point.
It was like at that point CD players like $13,000. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they first came out? How expensive they were?
Oh yeah.
Like Jesus Christ.
It was like $100 and some bucks, wasn't it, for a Walkman?
Oh, more than that.
Was that more than that?
The CD when the CDs came out.
Oh, the CD one was really expensive.
CD players for movies.
And you couldn't even the DVD players too, but the CD player you couldn't even walk with that thing because it was going to skip every time.
Yep.
So like, well, how do you call it a Walkman if I can't walk around with a CD?
It's a Walkman. It's not a run man.
What? But with me, it ain't even a waddle man. It was a problem.
Oh man, what else was big in the 90s, man? That's crazy. Like 90s was a cool year. I just can't remember it all.
Well, I would have been trying to get out of there playing, like with the Atari.
Yeah.
Or like I said, early Nintendo.
Gamecast wasn't until
Game
later.
Boy, was that out yet?
Yeah, Game Boy.
Was that later?
Game Boy was
I don't even know when that came out.
Game Boy, you had the Game Boy.
Tom, what else you got that was out in 1991?
As if I'm the resident 90s
Well, you
expert,
just said
sir.
in my ear.
I was just saying,
that was out. 91,
I was just saying,
that was
yeah,
out.
the Game Boy
I thought
should
you
have been
had
out by
like
then.
a list of things.
Oh, I can get you a list. I can tell you the Walkman at release, $150.
Super Soaker.
Which is about $700 today.
Yeah, the Super Soaker. Was the Super Soaker? The Super Soaker was there.
Remembering 91.
We had such simple stuff back then. It was turning from the 80s, man.
Michael Bolton, When a Man Loves a Woman.
When a Man Loves a Woman.
Terminator 2.
Sarah Connor. Remember the technology that was like, oh man, you gotta see new Terminator, man. You gotta look at the digital stuff in there, man. You go see it in 3D.
Top shows from 91, 92. Television. Designing Women.
Oh man. You know that
Coach.
Was Golden Girls up in that? Oh, Coach. Oh man, Coach was good, son.
Golden Girls was certainly around then. 90210 just started.
Oh. Presley.
The Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES.
Told you.
That started?
1991. Macintosh Classic 2 in 91.
Told you.
The Linux apparently did.
Well, we only had the 1990. We only had the regular Nintendo.
Oh, also this little thing called the World Wide Web became available.
That wasn't a thing. I mean, it was a thing, but it wasn't a thing.
It didn't boom to 90.
Like my senior year, my junior year is when like email kind of started on campus. Exactly.
I ain't start stealing music till like 98, 99.
No, that's when Napster came. Right?
Yeah, Napster.
Exactly.
See, Tom don't know nothing about that life. When you want a song, you trying to steal it off somebody else's platform, and then it drops at like 6 minutes, and like you got half burnt CDs.
Tom doesn't know that LimeWire.
None of that.
I've burned CDs. Never had to use LimeWire.
Do you know what
before.
Napster is? Do you even know what Napster is?
Yeah, it was like a music stealing service essentially.
It was. You could get a
Be downloading so damn slow. You do it overnight, fall asleep, wake up that half the song didn't download.
I had that dial up. You're trying to get to download any kind of music, like it took like an hour and a half per song.
And then wasn't it like Metallica or Twisted Sister or something like that got it shut down?
Lars Ulrich wanted to just beat the ever-loving daylights out of what's the guy's name? Sean something. He was also in a part of Facebook, who founded Napster. Sean something. Anyway, Lars Ulrich, the drummer for Metallica, went nuts about how bad Napster was for the artists.
Was this 91? This is 91, right?
Yeah, but that Napster wasn't around until like late 90s.
Yeah, Pistons got sent home in 91, man.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's after it's when that's when Isaiah snuck off the court.
Griffin in Connecticut is on ESPN New York. Griffin, what's going on?
It's been a minute. Griff, what's up, man?
Hey guys, there's no rules. FIFA has no rules. They just do whatever they want to do, because if you actually look at this whole thing was wrong in the first place, because you look back in the beginning of the tournament, Lionel Messi does the same thing. Oh, it's Messi. Nothing's wrong. We'll just play on. No big deal. Balogun, by accident, does the same thing. Oh, got to review it. Let's go to the VR, the whatever it's called, because they have to do that all the time. It takes 5 hours to figure out what it is. Then they come out of nowhere and they give out a red card, and then we can't appeal it at all. So we're planning on playing without Balogun. Then all of a sudden, then you have this thing happen, and FIFA decides, let's change it now, because they don't care. They just make up their rules every single day. Everything is so weird in control. Nothing makes any sense with FIFA. Every day is something different with them. They make up their own rule every single day.
Well, this is the point. Nobody's surprised by that. Nobody's surprised by that at all. I mean, it's universally acknowledged as one of the most, at least by reputation, as a corrupt organization. So is anybody surprised that they decided in the last minute after the president picked up the phone that they're going to change their rules, even though there wasn't any kind of a process in place to do that?
Yeah, you don't want to be the ops, man. You don't want to be the ops. You don't want to be the ops to the president. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to be in the country. Right now, you're like, hey, hey, man, I think that red card was really a no card. yeah, you're right. It was a mistake. Sorry, Mr. President. Who's that? It's like teams that don't have flights back. I think it's Senegal or something like that. Don't have flights
Uruguay?
Back. Yeah, it's a couple. They lost. Like, bro, we ain't got no. You got to fly commercial, bro.
It was Uruguay. Yeah, it was Uruguay that did that when they lost. No private plane.
It's somebody. It's somebody else though. That's
Senegal like too. I don't know.
I think somebody like Senegal. They trying to find them a flight home.
Yeah, I don't know. I did not see that one. I knew about the Uruguay one from Tom and the nozzle thing last week.
Like, bro, that's our. We've spent it with you. We was hoping you was gonna be able to sell some more time. Nah. We can't afford that, nah. I hope Richard want to talk about soccer.
I don't believe he does. Richard in Manhattan. Hello, Richard.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Bart.
What up?
Aaron Boone does not change things around. I guess the reasoning is he doesn't want to show panic. But when you're losing, you can't keep doing the same things. Here's the point. Saturday afternoon's game. They're losing 6-0. They come back 6-4. Bottom of the sixth, Yankees do not score with bases loaded, 1 out. That was a killer. So it's 6-4 after 6. Would you say this is a very important game, Bart, Chris, in light of what's going on with the Yankees?
I think the Yankees right now have to consider every
No,
game.
Bart, Chris, I'm being specific. That game specifically.
Richard, they have to win.
Is that an important game?
They're
It's
playing
6-4.
like crap, Richard. They have to win.
Chris, wait.
All right, just answer your own question, Richard. Just answer your own question.
Yeah.
Is it important or not?
Yeah. And I thought it was very important.
Okay.
Now, we go to the 7th. Bart, I treat that top of the 7th in a 6-4 game, in light of how the Yankees are playing, like it's a playoff game. I go to my best pitcher, relief pitcher, at that point. I go with either Hedrick or I go with Bednar.
Are you
He goes
eating?
with 2. No, I have something stuck in my throat, Chris. I'm sorry, but I don't want to stop.
It sounded like you were eating.
So he goes to less than his best relief pitches. Both of them give up 5 runs, game over. Then he uses his second best relief pitcher in the 9th inning. Hedrick, as a waste, it's 11-4.
Yeah.
What was that about? I would have treated that 7th inning as if it was the 9th inning.
Well, because Doval is still throwing the ball great, Richard. If you listen to Boone, which is a little tough to take. It's a little tough to take right now. Hey, he's still throwing it pretty well. He's getting hit pretty good, too. Getting smacked around pretty good.
Ground balls.
Please.
I want to hear Richard on soccer, man.
But I don't even know if Richard's a soccer guy at all, if he would have been paying attention to it. I know. We haven't even gotten into, from the other day, the fact that the Knicks, when they lost Mitchell Robinson, they end up signing Andre Drummond as their backup. Got him for 3.4, I believe, or 3.9 as their backup center. And listen,
that's an even swap.
You think so?
Not as good as an offensive player, but Drummond has added into
offensive rebounder, right?
Yeah, offensive rebounder. But Drummond had played very well last year. Just think, he was supposed to be a $100 million guy, and he blew that with the Pistons and never got a chance to get that money again. But now he's developed into a bit of a solid 3-point shooter too. So it gives you the size, to match up. And some defense, but he's also going to give you some 3-point shooting where he's not as big of a liability. Now, he's not a great free throw shooter either, but he's also a guy that can hit the open shot in the corner if you want to play off. You're not playing 5-on-4 against Drummond, because Drummond has a little bit better, not by much, offensive game.
Mm-hmm.
For $3.6 million, they replaced what they need to replace. And I think it was more important for them to get a big man, but also to be able to keep Shamet and Alvarado.
Yeah.
So, if you take those 3 and what would have been with Mitch, I think you have to say that Leon Rose did the right thing.
It would have been impossible to keep everybody.
Right.
It would have been impossible for that to happen. So, considering how it all went down, when you went 2 for 3, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Especially when I think we all agree, we heard this from Bobby Marks the other day too, that it would appear that the easiest to replace in that group would have been Mitch at that point. Now, Mitch came out and said, he was going through some emotional stuff and how he hurt his hand, that he slammed his hand into the car, that he got really ticked off.
His brother got in an accident.
Yeah, his brother had a car accident. Yeah.
I never smacked, unless it was his car, a car he paid for, and his insurance
It was his own. It was Mitch's car. No, I'm not talking about the car accident. I'm talking about the car that Mitch hit.
Yeah, I'm saying the car in the accident.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I never got that mad because somebody got in an accident.
Yeah, I don't know.
That sounds a bit weird.
Well,
I've never heard somebody say, "Oh, my brother got in an accident." Damn it! Bro, he's okay.
Yeah.
And it's not your car.
Well, but at the time, I guess he said he wasn't sure that he was okay in the moment. But anyway.
But that don't make me, I don't know.
Whatever it was, you heard what happened. And listen, you're gonna miss Mitch around here for sure. It's the longest tenured Knick. He obviously very popular, but you'll see him with Boston. You'll see him with Boston plenty.
Are these games about to be now like the Trey Murphy, the Pelicans are coming off because they didn't. I see the Bridges trade and the Rudy Gobert trade got people set tripping, thinking that, hey man, if I got a good player that everybody want, I need 5 first-round draft picks. So now the Pelicans are sitting on okay, we'll take 3 first-round draft picks, which, I mean, I expect the Trey Murphy market to heat up. They say the Golden State Warriors interested. The Pistons, of course, is interested. Going to see, like, who's going to be the next team that try and catch up to the Knicks, because the Knicks got everybody out here panicking and making crazy moves because they won with a team that's going to relatively stay together. You know, Jaylen Brown is gone because the Celtics don't think that they're as good as the Knicks.
I think we have to play it.
Play.
It's time to play. How much did that guy make?
Not with Mitch.
Drummond.
Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond in his career. Tom,
he missed out.
Ray, everybody get ready. We have to play. How much did that guy make? Andre Drummond, first year in the league, 2012, as you know, with the Detroit Pistons. 2012, first year in the league. So he has been in the league 14 years, 6 different teams. Knicks are his 7th different team. How much did that guy make?
Oh, me?
Well, who wants to go first? I think Tom went first last time.
Okay, well, I'll explain why I came up with this number after the fact. I don't want to give Tom and Ray information.
Mm-hmm.
Being that he wasn't with the Pistons, and I know somebody who was the coach that was tasked with making sure that he doesn't balloon up in the offseason, so he had to travel with him to L.A. to make sure that he don't get too fat and show up
fat
his
coach.
workouts. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I would say Andre Drummond, not as high as people think, especially since Tobias Harris has now eclipsed 330, more than Shaq, more than Kobe, and never made an All-Star game. I would say Drummond, $110 million.
$110 million for Bart Scott on Andre Drummond career earnings. Let's turn to Ray Dinahan and get your take. Andre Drummond.
You said 14 seasons?
That's correct.
So I will park it in the area of 130.
130 for Ray Dinahan. And that leads us to Tom Bauer. He has the last choice as to what he believes Andre Drummond has made in his career.
See, I'm actually torn with Andre Drummond, whether to go high or low. But you guys going low gives me confidence because then I'll be the next closest to it. So I'm going to say 155.
155.
I was prepared to go much higher.
155.
So I know he missed out on his big extension. He talks about that publicly, where he's about to get his $100 million, and he didn't get it because he was a bad agent. Kind of like how Dennis Schroeder passed on the 4-year, $85 million, and then got nothing, played for the minimum the next year. Kind of like that.
Andre Drummond, career earnings, $155 million, which makes me think Tom Bauer is a cheating son of a mother. Ray, you're in the room with him, Ray. You're in the room, Ray.
I'm going to have to go to closed tabs. And
You're
see what
supposed to be
happened
the monitor, Ray, of any nefarious crap. That sounds like garbage, Tom.
there. Bart took so long to guess, I took my eye off of Tom.
Yeah, that's on me.
You know, Tom Bauer, I think, just knows his money.
I still argue I was
correct. I'm very correct here.
Oh, Tom. I don't buy that for a second. Tom didn't know that. Tom had to have cheated there, right?
If he'd have cheated, he would have said 149.
I was going to go 194 if you guys didn't go low.
Well, you didn't. You went 155,
I
and
know
there
I
you
did.
were. And right on.
That kind of turns on to $10 million a year.
His career, about 10, $12 million a year.
Yeah.
Career high was 27.9
with the Pistons.
1 year with Cavaliers and Lakers combined.
Yeah, they traded him.
But it was the original contract from the Pistons. Right. Yeah. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776. All of your calls and comments coming in on the Balogun situation, him playing tonight for the U.S., and how we got here. It's all on ESPN New York.
Monday with Hahn and Rosenberg. What's your level of concern for the Yankees after they drop their weekend series to the Twins? And will the U.S. advance to the quarterfinals of the World Cup tonight?
I think FIFA owe it to the football world to actually come out and give an explanation and rationale as to how they've reached this outcome and how they've overturned the red card when in their own competition rules this isn't actually allowed.
Hahn and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Miller time. People think it just happens, but that's not true. You know what you gotta do? You gotta go say hello with some beers. Make the plans. Forget the couch. Go to that thing. Play the game. See him in person. Talk to that stranger. Live a little. Small acts of rebellion that bring us together. Because legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. So if you're looking to get in on the biggest tournament in the world, now is your time. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right, if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with a substitute, so you're still in on it until the final whistle. On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Big events are bringing more riders across the region. So if you're taking New Jersey Transit for everyday trips, plan ahead. Check schedules, allow extra time, and consider traveling outside of peak hours when you can. New Jersey Transit is running additional service to help keep everyone moving. But a little planning goes a long way. Stay aware, be courteous, and ride smart. New Jersey Transit, keeping your day on track. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
Heat up your 4th of July at the Home Depot with our wide variety of grills under $300 and make every gathering one to remember. Give your outdoor space a glow up, whatever your budget is, with savings on seasonal plants starting at $5. With the grill fired up and your backyard set to perfection, you'll be able to invite friends and family over to kick off the party. Start celebrating with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Prices may vary by store. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Some of the comments coming in, a lot of people claiming Tom clearly cheated in that. Not happy with the possibilities that, just out of nowhere, it comes up with $155 million.
Tom's just not trustworthy.
A lot of people also upset with the thought that Drummond is better than Mitch. I don't know that I would say Drummond is better than Mitch.
For $3.6 million.
Yeah.
He's a sufficient replacement to Mitch. He's going to offer some of the similar things and some things where he's not as good as a offensive rebounder. Drummond traditionally was an amazing, he was an all-star. Drummond's like a 3-time all-star with the Pistons, man. Like, he was up for, real money. Like, he's not what he once used to be.
He's a third-team All-NBA one year.
Yeah, he's a guy that can, he can score. Now, you're going to have to live with.
Coming out of college, the dude was a beast.
Yeah, you're going to have to live with a couple of his, I want to get a shot off type of thing. You can tell when he want a shot.
It's my turn.
Dribble, spin, you think he got an offense, but he don't. But should be fine. Another big body to go against Embiid, Hakaporti.
Haywood Wong. Well, let's see here. Wasn't Drummond's claim to fame was that he dated an actress? Dated the girl from iCarly back in the day.
Jeanette
McCurdy.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her?
I know iCarly, the white girl, the main character.
I don't know the show.
Because she used to sing. It's like iCarly, she used to sing and stuff. And it wasn't like Cat and
Sam and Cat.
Yes, it was Sam.
It was Sam, the blonde one.
Oh, it was Sam.
Yes.
Huh.
I didn't know iCarly at all.
Oh, that was iCarly.
iCarly.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Oh, Tom, you sound like you're a fan, Tom.
Listen. I grew up with that.
I grew up with that era of
Nickelodeon.
right?
The blonde one was the sarcastic one. No, or the blonde one. The blonde one or the one with the brunette?
It was the blonde one.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Couple of the others here. Tom's a blanking cheater. BS Tom.
He didn't break
This
her?
is your problem, Bauer. All kinds of problems.
Soft. I would have broke her.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Is it vacation yet? Here's Haiti in Spring Valley. Haiti, what's up? You're on ESPN New York.
Man, how you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I want to talk about the suspension situation. I'm feeling, I feel that it puts more pressure on the U.S. now that the suspension has been lifted. Honestly, I do not mind being on the right side of corruption for the first time. So
I'm very comfortable
being
on the right side of corruption for once. Understood. Understood. I get it.
But I just feel, it puts a lot of pressure on us. So before, when he was suspended, I think we had more fight and grit to, okay, we're going to take this. And I really believe that we didn't need, of course he's needed, but we could have beat Belgium without him. But right now, it's all the pressure on the U.S. And, so I kind of feel happy, but I'm kind of worried. The pressure is on us now.
No, I totally understand that, and I get it. The pressure is clearly on us now. What I would say is I think the pressure was on us already, and all this did was ramp it up a little bit more.
Tell me this. Has America exceeded expectations, in your opinion?
Not yet. You probably have to get to the round of 16 you probably have to win this round, or the next round, rather, the quarterfinals.
Because they expanded and made it easier for everybody to qualify?
Well, yeah, but I mean, this last time around, just getting to the knockout round, it's 32, just getting the knockout round before used to be 16. And now, if you make it to the round of 8, I don't think anybody could complain about how good America did at that point. USA tonight, by the way, a minus 128 favorite over Belgium. Minus 128. Now, I wonder what that line would have been before Balogun. I'll take a look and see if I can get it. But before we got that news that he was going to be able to play.
Where's the Belgium staying? I wonder, did we go into their locker rooms?
Up in Seattle. I'm sure they're staying somewhere in Bellevue.
They're sitting there, got probably gonna get weed contact going down there. Seattle be.
So it looks like the odds, according to DraftKings, they moved from the U.S. from 115 to minus 140 to advance past Belgium. So they were still the favorite.
Okay, so they were the favorite, according to DraftKings. You're saying
yes.
Okay, so meant minus 115 to minus 140 I'm looking at FanDuel right now. They say minus 128. So do with that information whatever you will. Oscar, Brooklyn, next, ESPN New York. Oscar, what's up, Big O?
What's going on, guys? Hey, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the whole red card and all of that. It happens in every sport. In basketball, don't they look at fouls after the fact to see if they're going to escalate it, to see if they got it right? They didn't get right, and they're just after the fact.
Are you talking about after
It's
the fact?
the same
You're talking
concept.
about, Oscar, you're talking about after the fact in the moment or a couple of days later? They do both.
No, they'll look at it, and they may escalate
But the
it
point
later
was
on. It
in
may have
soccer,
something to do with
the point was, Oscar, the point was in soccer, you weren't allowed to appeal it, and then out of nowhere, they just said, oh, you know what, let's change that, and it's changed.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there a rule that they have that the executive body can make those changes? Or I misread somewhere. That's what I had heard. But I have a question. I'm going to move on to the whole Mitch Robinson thing too. Bart, I have a
There was
question
no
for you.
process in place before they announced that they were suspending the suspension. Anyway, go ahead.
I understand that. But I want to ask you something, Bart. This whole Mitch and Drummond thing, on paper they may be similar, but is it that Mitch has been there for a long time and in the locker room he's part of the gel that held it together? Is it a different dynamic when you go on to another team that's already been established and the guy that's been the longest tenured was there? That's the guy you're replacing?
Well, the thing is, in sports, we're just used to having 2 or 3 new players every year. I mean, last year it was Alvarado mid-season. You know, we always, used to 35% turnover on every team. And, unfortunately for Mitch, they just couldn't afford to keep him anymore. They didn't want to go to second apron. And I'm sure they presented Drummond a long time ago and had discussions with Drummond and his representatives well before it was time to have those discussions. Andre Drummond at $3.6 million. When you win a championship and everybody's about to get paid money, this is going to be the test for you guys and the test for the Knicks, the Jaylen Brown test. Is going to be, what do you do with Karl Anthony Towns when it's time for him to get an extension, right? Because right now he's making just as much as Jimmy Butler. I think Anthony Davis. I'm forgetting all the guys that's above $56 million a year. It's like 6 or 7 of them. And, Karl Anthony Towns is up to be worth 60, I believe. And he said he'll take less, but how much less? Because the reason why Jaylen Brown isn't there is partly about maybe they thought they could get Giannis, but the fact is they're trying to save money because they know he's up for a $70 million supermax. He was the first $300 million man. He'll be the first, guy above $70 million.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for the perspective. Love the show, guys. Have a great day.
Appreciate it, Oscar. Thanks for checking in.
Like, he's next. Like, what are these extensions that they're going to try and get done?
Do you buy into this whole thing on Jaylen Brown that we're hearing a lot of the last few days about how he just wasn't worth it to the Celtics? That basically they felt like he was going to be overpaid.
Well, they're trying to save money too. Like, I think as an organization, they're trying to save money. So I think that once you open up the Giannis thing, you couldn't put the genie back in the bottle. Even though if I'm Jaylen Brown, I'm probably saying, hey, I probably can understand that they wanted Giannis, who's the Greek freak. 2-time MVP of this league, but they know that regardless, once they sign Jaylen Brown, Tatum's going to be right about him. Remember, Jaylen Brown was there because I think he's a year older. So Jaylen Brown sits up and he gets $70 million. Then what Tatum going to ask for just a couple months later? Mm-hmm. You're only going to pay one of those guys that money. And you look at Paul George. Paul George is going to be gone in 2 years. That money's going to be off the books. They're trying to go with Pritchard. They're trying to go with White. They're trying to go with Tatum as the centerpiece and a bunch of good players around him.
I just don't love the idea that they're leaking stuff all over the place on his way out the door because they're getting hammered in Boston.
Of course, but also
I hate it.
Also, you see what they said. They're saying Pritchard is they think he's Jalen Brunson.
Come on.
See, that's what happens. Well, did you see the movie The Water Boy?
Yes.
Did you see how many water boys got put on the team, made them put pads on, got killed? This is what's happening. It's called fracking, right? We look up and everybody sees, the Knicks found somebody that was only worth $50 million, and he was better than what we thought. They literally said that they think that Pritchard, I forget Pritchard's first name.
Peyton.
That Peyton Pritchard is Jalen Brunson, man. Like that wow. He's been held back from Jaylen Brown.
If that's the case, if the Celtics are right about that, not much I can say.
I guess we can say who is the next Jalen Brunson. because we talk about what's the little fast dude in Indiana that we always talk about? Like, man, he a walking bucket.
You talking about Halliburton?
No, the little dude, little white dude.
McConnell?
Yeah, McConnell.
TJ McConnell. He's been around, though, forever.
McConnell and Pritchard are like everybody look for that sub.
I know. I love TJ McConnell, but he's been around forever. He's been around for like 7, 8, 9 years now.
Hey, man, they've been holding Whitey back.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The 2026 U.S. Open Tennis Championships are back, where the world's greatest city meets the world's greatest tennis players. Fan Week begins August 23rd. Experience the Mixed Doubles Championship on the 25th and 26th. And the U.S. Open Singles Championship starts Sunday, August 30th. All tickets on sale now at usopen.org. The U.S. Open. Spectacular awaits.
The World's Game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payouts so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pregame, straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the World's Game. Don't miss your shot at an early win with 2-up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals, regardless of the final outcome of the match. Make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off and to wear a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Cluster Olney, Aaron Judge made some comments about the team, little lack of focus. How much do you think, should this continue, would reflect on the manager?
Booney is trying to find ways to get these guys going. When Aaron Judge chooses to speak like that, that says something about what he's seeing on a daily basis.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin modern windows and doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
When we started Oakland Roots Sports Club, we needed a strong foundation. Gusto has had our back since day one, making sure every hire, every paycheck, and every player is taken care of. They're the team behind our team. With Gusto, we stay rooted and give Oakland the love it deserves. I'm Idris Argandawal, co-founder of Oakland Roots and Gusto customer since 2018.
See why 500,000 businesses trust Gusto for payroll, HR, and more. Get started for free at gusto.com/roots.
Congratulations, New York. The Knicks did it. Through battle after battle, they dominated to become this year's NBA champions. Day in and day out, the hard work paid off, and you were there every step of the way. Enjoy the crown. Own it, because this year is your year. A part of your legacy that will never be forgotten. So celebrate this moment, show your pride, and shop the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Let's roll. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Let's hit Gilberto in the truck next on ESPN New York. Gilberto, what's up, brother? How are you?
What's up, Big C? Carlin, what's up? Bart, what's up? Everybody, shout out Tom, everybody, the producers, everybody. Shout out, happy July 4th. I didn't get to talk to you guys on Friday, so I apologize. My thing is only this, Colin. Why is it that when we catch a break, everybody's bent out of shape? You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say I'm bent out of shape, but I would just say it. Listen, it feels a little bit like you need a shower, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're a competitor, you can understand how they're seeing it.
You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because they did it earlier. They took back a red card. I don't know if it was Ronaldo or Neymar.
It was Ronaldo where they reduced the games that he was going to miss from 3 to 1 so that he wouldn't miss any World Cup games.
And there was 3 others before us. And 2 of them were for big name.
Messi is the other one you're thinking of.
Yeah, man. So why is everybody got to, start blaming us and all this crap?
I don't think anybody's really blaming us. I don't think anybody's blaming us. And my point about it is, Gilberto, is I don't love the idea that I had to have Daddy call to get it fixed. That's all. Did he? Do we know for a fact? Yes, we do know for a fact that he's said today that he called. Yes. And it doesn't matter whether – I don't care who the president was. I'd be annoyed if it was any president.
See, he laughed. He's like, damn, he said it. He said the quiet part out loud. He could have just kept his mouth shut.
Of course.
Don't say nothing and then nobody knows. Like, all of a sudden,
he's going to get rescinded. Come on. You think he's not going to take credit for that?
Oh, we already know.
Come on.
You see, like he tried to put his name on everything, man. He owned $100 bills, his signature.
Yeah, no, I'm fully aware on all that stuff. My point is just I would not want it to be thought of that
we cheating.
My dad. Well, no, not that we cheated. That I don't think we're cheating. I think
we're getting favorable treatment because we called in a favor.
Yes, I think that's true. I would not want that to be
like everybody else.
Exactly. What are the rules? Are the rules that this is not something that can be appealed or not? Well, no, it can be appealed. All you have to do is make a phone call and have the right person call the right person, and the next thing you know, it's all taken care of.
This may be the only sport that we're not the best at, or not even top 5 in. And it's like, oh well, they can't handle not being the best at anything, so they're going to cheat.
Oh, here we go. Please.
Breaking news?
Oh, FIFA put out a statement.
No.
What a shock.
Did they get a response from ChatGPT?
Here is the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino. I have seen the public comments regarding the decision of the independent FIFA disciplinary committee related to the suspension of Balogun, and I'd like to reiterate fundamental principle of FIFA's governance. FIFA's judicial bodies are independent. They operate autonomously, apply the FIFA disciplinary code, and decide cases based on the applicable regulations and specific facts before them. Their independence is essential to the credibility and integrity of football, and this must always be respected. Yes, I regularly discuss matters related to the FIFA World Cup with the President of the United States, and on this matter, I did receive a call from President Donald Trump, just as I received calls from heads of state, government officials, football stakeholders, and business executives from around the world on many different issues. During our conversation, I explained why there was an ongoing legal process involving FIFA's independent judicial bodies, and that this case would be decided in due course by the competent bodies. That is how FIFA's system works, and it is a principle that I will always uphold. I read the decisions of the FIFA Disciplinary Committee when they were issued. Sometimes I am surprised by them, sometimes I agree with them, and sometimes I disagree. What I always do, however, is respect those decisions and the autonomy of the bodies that make them. Whether we personally like a decision or not is irrelevant. Respect for independent institutions. Once again, independent. I count 6 so far. 6 independents in there. 6 independent institutions, and the rule of law is what protects the integrity of our competitions and the credibility of FIFA at all times. Yeah. You have anything you want to say?
I mean, of course they're going to come out and say something, but do we believe a word that they're saying? No. Do we really care as Americans? No. Because at the end of the day, if we win, who cares? It'll be a side note. And it is signal that, the American soccer is growing and we're going in the right direction. Like the purpose of this World Cup is to attract more young people. And I guess you don't even have to do that, right? Because you get these nationalized citizens. Like I said, if Joel Embiid can play for France, Cameroon, and the United States, we can start ciphering off paying people to represent our country.
Oh, listen.
Make them fast track them, give them a gold card, make them a nationalized citizen real fast so they can play for our team.
We can do anything we want.
That's what I'm saying. This is America.
We
don't follow the rules. We make the rules
as we go along.
Absolutely.
That's all. Listen, I'm happy the guy's playing because from a justice standpoint, the fact that it was called on the replay was absurd.
Right.
The right result happened. It's the process of how we got there.
Absolutely.
That's a bit of a problem. That's all. So, listen, once we get to the game tonight, I will be more than happy to be watching Balogun, and I pray to God that Balogun scores with 30 seconds left in extra time so that the U.S. wins in as controversial fashion as possible, because I am a week away from the All-Star game, and we need stuff to talk about.
When is the All-Star game, by the way?
Next week.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Yeah, we got to hope that he scores, and they go put Belgium, they're going to give him 13 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Plus time. Because, the outrage from the other teams are crazy. You heard Norway.
Norway's upset. Belgium's upset. And I understand why they're upset.
Norway's become him and the dude from Cape Verde has become Mbappe has already been Mbappe.
Yeah.
But the Norwegian and the Cape Verdean, man, probably made themselves a lot of money. I can see can you see the Norwegian being picked up by Nike?
Oh, yeah.
Or somebody something.
Absolutely.
He got mad swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He didn't even go crazy when he scored. He just had a dumb smirk. Had to, when Dame Dollar hit the last-minute shot on Paul George, just looked in the camera. Y'all already know. What's understood don't have to be said.
Even the goalie at the end of the game, when they awarded the penalty shot, and Neymar's taking it, and Neymar scores and he's running his mouth, and the goalie's like, yeah, go ahead. Keep running your mouth.
Yeah, good.
Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Yep. You're going home.
It's been real.
Exactly. Listen, I'll be into the game tonight. I'll be pumped up, and I'm sure people will be into it too.
Taking scrupious notes.
Why wouldn't I? I'll be doing my job watching that game tonight.
We should call Hercules on here. Hercules is the ESPN. He played for the U.S. team, but he's the ESPN insider.
Hercules Gomez, is that his name?
Yeah, Hercules Gomez. Yeah, we have him on.
Is that his name, Ray?
Yeah,
okay.
Hercules Gomez. Yeah,
okay.
we had him on. He lives in L.A. We had him on ESPN for Get Up.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, maybe we'll try to get him tomorrow. Yeah. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. What's your level of concern for the Yankees after they drop their weekend series to the Twins? And will the U.S. advance to the quarterfinals of the World Cup tonight?
I think FIFA owe it to the football world to actually